Good morning. This is JahLogic, and you're watching the Morning Rant. And let me introduce my two co-hosts for the day. Episode 10, we in the building. We got Steph. Steph got jokes.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, good brother. How you doing?
I'm blessed.
That's what's up. That's always good to hear. And of course, we got the big homie SchoolBoy. SchoolBoy, what's up with you, player? You sound a little muffled, man. Could you send that again? You sound a little muffled.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, but you sound a little muffled.
Okay. All right. Let me grab.
You're back. I don't know if you was covering the mic or I don't know. It's good. Where's your Xbox headsets, man?
Just give me a minute.
All right, you might need the headsets because you're definitely going in and out. You're definitely chirping in and out. All right. SchoolBoy will be right back with us. He's going to get the Xbox headsets on deck. You know what I mean? Stephon, how was your weekend, player?
It was crazy. A lot of work.
Yeah, man, I can relate. You know what I'm saying? Definitely had a lot of work going on behind the scenes. Did some sound checks for some virtual shows I got coming up. You know what I'm saying? I got drunk with the homies on yeah, but not in person. I got drunk with the homies virtually. You know what I'm saying? Thank God for this virtual reality type shit in this fucked up time we living in.
Turning up at home. They're trying to do comedy shows from the house.
Yo, I don't know, man. I'm all for it though. I'm all for like the creativity and you know what I'm saying. But I feel you, like a comedy show from the house can be a little awkward. But if you got the crowd engaged, I don't see why you can't just knock it out. I mean, you a comic. Tell me, like, how would you feel doing it from home?
It would feel stupid. I would need just a small enough audience to know if these jokes are landing or bad. Because if I'm just sitting here telling the jokes and it's like nobody's around.
Right. Well, then what if virtually you can create somewhat of an audience, like, or what if you did it for like a small audience of your own, but you were still streaming the show? You know what I'm saying? So
that's better. That's a better idea to have like a small little audience and then stream it. That's cool.
Yeah. SchoolBoy, check in. This
Yeah.
All right.
That sound better?
Yeah, it sounds better.
All right,
I'm all for, like I was saying, I'm all for the creativity though. You know what I'm saying? I think either way it could work, but I feel you, like as an artist, you want to see the people laugh, and you know what I'm saying? The virtual thing could get a little what's the word I'm looking for? Inauthentic, I guess. Unauthentic. I don't know.
I can see it.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you for everyone tuning in to the Morning Rant. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. Hope your Monday is going well so far. Hope you have a great week ahead of you. And I hope we can, make you laugh, make you think, you know what I'm saying, give you something to ease yourself into the week. You know what I mean? So we're going to start today's Morning Rant with some actual pop culture news, which is mixed with a COVID update. So Doja Cat, I know we are familiar with Doja Cat. I think she almost got canceled a while back. You remember what she almost got canceled for, Steph?
Yeah, well, she's biracial, and she was in these chats. This is before she was famous, but there's videos of her in these hate these racist chats, and she was
Oh, that's
saying how she hates the black side of her, and she wishes she was white, and just self-hate shit,
right. I mean, we can't expect much of a woman who made a song talking about she's a cow, right? So, you know what I mean, salute, homie DJ Dr. Hollywood, aka Mike says corny. I guess he's talking about Doja Cat.
Yeah.
I mean, I was feeling her with the "I'm a Cow" song. I ain't going front. Originally, I felt
I'm about to say I was a big fan. Then all this stuff came out, and I started realizing her as a human being got a lot of problems. And I'm
Wait,
off.
wait. You was liking the I'm a Cow song?
I was definitely liking "I'm a Cow" song. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, man.
This nigga ain't heard it. Ain't no way you heard it and went feeling that cut.
I've heard
smooth.
it. I've heard it, but I
smooth.
wasn't feeling the song. I was feeling her boobs out, which was cool. But I listened to the song multiple times on mute. I'll just put it that way.
That's what I was about to say. He sounded like he really listened to the song, though. You know what I'm saying?
He listen.
You might be right.
Yeah, but nah. So I thought she was being I like it when people don't take themselves too serious as artists. You know what I'm saying? And can have fun with it. So I thought she was having fun with it. But of course, I thought the comments in the chat was a little crazy. I do remember, as you mentioned it, I do remember that situation. But this article comes to us by way of Insider. So like I said, this is like a COVID update / pop culture news. Doja Cat says she tested positive for COVID-19 after mocking the virus and comparing it to the flu. So, this, like I said, this article comes to us from the Insider, and I'm going to read, I guess, the bullet points from the article. It says the 24-year-old singer, songwriter, and rapper Doja Cat said in recent interview with UK-based radio station Capital Extra that she had tested positive for the coronavirus. Then it quotes her saying, "I got COVID. Honestly, I don't know how this happened, but I guess I ordered something off Postmates and I don't know how I got it, but I got it." Doja Cat said, adding that she had a 4-day symptom freak out and now it's now okay. And they go on to say the artist who lives in LA faced criticism for downplaying the virus during an Instagram live session in March. Then it says, it quotes her saying, "I'm going to get corona and then I'm going to get a corona." So that's what she was saying. She said, "I'm going to get corona then I'm going to get a corona." Doja Cat previously said to her Instagram followers. Then they quote her also saying, "You just take some Mucinex and drink water and tea and sleep, and that's all you got to do." Well, God bless her. This hopefully she's right. Hopefully all she got to do is take some Mucinex, and she'll be all right. I don't know. What's your thoughts?
This is very typical thinking. A lot of people think like this. She is not out of the norm.
Right.
And for a lot of people, that is what it is. For a lot of people with strong immune systems, healthy histories, like without any asthma, stuff like that, any previous medical conditions, it really ain't that bad for them. It is like an enhanced, more contagious flu. So for them, they don't take it seriously, and that is, you kind of understand, especially young. You know what I'm saying? She like 23. You know what I'm saying? Young people think like that. They think they're gonna live forever. You see what I'm saying? So to take her word for it is, I mean, you shouldn't. First of all, we got to stop reading so much into entertainers. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where her special her, what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out.
Her expertise.
There you go. That's where her expertise lies. Okay, that's where it starts and that's where it stops. As far as advice on how to manage COVID-19, I wouldn't even listen to that.
Facts. Schoolboy.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and go on with Steph with that. Doja Cat made a song about how she was a cow. You guys said it was good, but somehow
she made a song about being a cow
Went
interesting and
viral.
likable. So, I think that's really where her strong suit is. Her strong suit isn't looking in the mirror and seeing somebody that she likes, and not hating herself. That's not her strong suit. Um, her take on biochemistry. I'm not going to trust her word on biochemistry. I'm not, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that to the experts. Like I keep telling everybody, I'm listening to the scientists. Y'all can listen to whoever y'all want to.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I gotta agree with y'all, echo y'all points. You know what I'm saying? I definitely can't take her serious as far as advice, but I just feel like it speaks to what's going on and how people feel about the COVID thing overall. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in the last episode, in the last COVID update, that people just don't take the shit serious. I don't think people think it's real. You know what I'm saying? I'm yet to see like a group of people with masks on nowadays. Like when I drive around, I see people with masks on everything else except for their mouth. You know what I mean? The mask on their wrists, it's on the side of their ears, in their hand, is in their pocket. You know what I mean? I seen people with dirty masks. You know what I'm saying? Insinuating, I guess, that they've been wearing the same mask all week. You know what I mean? Like it's reusable. That shit is really a one-time thing. If it's a, if it's a if it's one of those masks you just, that they wear in the hospital, unless it's not if it's a cloth joint, then obviously you can wash it and, put it back on. But I seen people with the shit from the hospital, dirty as fuck, with it on their face and still not wearing it right. You know what I mean? I see people, the shit on their chin everywhere but they fucking mouth and nose. So I don't think people taking this shit serious at all. And I think there's going to be a lot of people who you saw mock the shit openly get sick. You know what I mean? I don't wish nobody gets sick. You know what I mean? I think this corona shit is the worst shit that happened to us in recent years. But yeah, I think that we're going to see a lot more of this. You know what I mean? The only reason we know that she's going through it is because of her actual status as an entertainer. DJ Dr. Hollywood, aka Mike, says, I'm mad Corona beer is not coming in the stores because Mexico is closed down. I haven't heard about that. Have you?
They got them at our
Yeah,
stores.
Yeah. That's just a lazy driver, man. Your driver probably like, nah, I'm not driving over there and dropping this off. That sounds like.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, they had the whole goddamn 24 pack for like $23, something like that.
Yeah, I'm not drinking no Coronas no time soon. I'm traumatized. He also says adults in Brooklyn 30 plus is taking it serious. A lot of masks. Okay, that's what's up. I mean, salute to everybody taking it serious. I haven't been seeing too many people take it serious, but I don't know.
Say, and I'm in Florida where they probably take it the least serious. But where when they got the stores taking it serious now, because now they're mandating you can't come in these stores without it. You know what I'm saying? So everybody wearing them now because like you want to run in Walmart, you want to run in a corner store, you just trying to get $5 on pump 4. You know what I'm saying? But you can't come in the store without the mask now. They so it's starting to amp up on the seriousness here.
Yeah, y'all shit is getting a little crazy out there, ain't it?
Yeah, that's what they saying. That's what the numbers are saying, man. It's picking up.
But it's not stopping nobody from pulling up to you though. I see, I got mad people on my friend list going to Florida just recently. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing mad people talking about they in Miami. You know what I mean? I got friends that just came back, like people that went a week ago. I know people going out there. Like I don't see the traveling stopping no time soon.
Tell them keep coming. We lit. just wear your mask.
Y'all lit with coronavirus.
I say this much.
We lit with or without.
I say this much. Real talk. Salute to all the crash test dummies out there doing the Lord's work. You know, we got a special guest in the building. The camera's not on, but we have Jody from the 904 podcast in the building. Jody, is that you? Are you there? Your mic is on. Teddy Riley, you want to unmute yourself?
My mic is on now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jody.
Morning, and that's Jody from Live for the 904 podcast.
I said it a little twisted.
I see you done remixed it early this morning.
Yeah, my bad. Tell them again. Tell them again and where they can find it.
It's Live from the 904, and that's DA, not THE. You can find us on Facebook. We are on Instagram, and we are moving to other platforms. So just be on the lookout for it.
All right, that's what's up. Jody, can we find you though? You're like a default picture right now.
Yeah, because I'm sitting here at my computer. So yeah, y'all can't see what I'm looking at. That's why I had to block my face out.
All right. If you got API or a little picture or something, you know what
Look,
I mean?
I add a little Abby or whatever.
All right.
But nah, y'all can't see my background. I like to keep my 9 to 5. You hear me?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, they can't. We can't look at the screen. I got you.
Right.
Okay.
All right. That's a bet. So what we just spoke about was Doja Cat apparently mocked coronavirus and then caught coronavirus. Are you familiar with Doja Cat? Are you familiar with the fact that she just caught coronavirus, Jody?
Yeah, I seen it on when she was talking about it, and she had a whole little leopard little thing going on. And she was like, yeah, I was in the house. I don't know where I got it from. Could have been Postmates. Yeah, I seen it.
She just fucked up Postmates' whole situation with that though, right?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like, why would you say that? But okay. At this point, it's so common. You can get it damn near anywhere. She probably went to the grocery store. Who knows? But karma it's been working pretty fast lately for her.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely tried to cancel her not too long ago, but I mean, I wouldn't wish this on nobody, but I don't know.
And then she oh my bad.
Because I was sick before, and I felt like that's what I had, and it was the worst. That recovery time was hell. But yeah, Doja is she's something else. I'm not a fan.
Okay. Well, we're gonna stick to the semi-COVID update, and I'm sorry, go ahead, Jody.
No, we laughing at each other. I think that's School B2.
SchoolBoy.
Yeah. SchoolBoy.
SchoolBoy.
Yeah, I had to give her a salute. I had to give her a salute because she wasn't down with the Doja Cat lie. Chick is trash, man.
I'm not.
Trash.
I mean, said she was the nicest out. We just thought we were entertained by that "I'm a Cow" song. That's what I'm saying.
Don't get me wrong. When that song came, I was all for it. But now I'm like, nah.
Right. So check this out. This comes to us from Business Insider, and Kudlow says next round of coronavirus relief will include $1,200 checks and extension of eviction moratorium. Right. I guess they're saying they're going to extend people not being able to evict people right now during the coronavirus pandemic. So I'm gonna read the bullet points from the article. White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow on Sunday said that the next round of coronavirus relief will include more checks to Americans and extend the federal eviction moratorium. Also, it says they quote him saying there's a $1,200 check coming that's going to be part of the new package. Kudlow said during an interview with State of the Union on CNN. So, and they also referenced that the $600 unemployment benefit ended. So, with that being said, I want to know, how do you guys feel they handled this whole situation as far as like the assistance they gave us?
Want me to go?
Yeah, good. Start with you, Steph.
Me personally, man, they handle it trash. I ain't received stimulus the first. I ain't get the unemployment package for the work slowdown. I ain't get the stimulus package. I ain't get nothing. They talking about the second check. They owe me.
From the first, you never got the first one.
You know, and you wonder why people don't trust the government. It's this right here. You talking about a second check and you ain't gave the first one out. You know what I'm saying? Me, J-Dub be up here every day talking about something. Me and J-Dub both be up here talking about we ain't got our checks. And we ain't lying to y'all. We ain't got them checks.
I mean, did you file your taxes last year?
Oh yeah.
Who did you file your taxes with?
Are you behind?
Say it again.
Are you behind on child support?
Man, My baby mamas ain't get it either. See, that'd be one thing. If they got it, they didn't get it either. Somebody got to receive a check, and it ain't either one of us.
So who'd you say you file your taxes with?
TurboTax.
Yeah, so they supposed to have sent that straight to your account.
Yeah, ain't nothing happened, man.
All right. Well, I mean, I know me personally, I thought when they was talking about that $1,200 shit in the beginning, I was like, look, send that shit to somebody who can find a cure. Fuck a vaccine. Find a cure. Spend the money on finding a cure. You know what I mean? That's what I originally felt. But I did spend the $1,200 when it came. I did get it, but you know, Schoolboy, what's your thoughts?
And I haven't received the check either, but admittedly, the IRS needs to talk to me about a few things. But I did file more recently, so I should have my check, coming up. But yeah, I don't think that it's a good idea. Like, I'm still going to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just had a COVID exposure at the office. Was it last week? So I'm not really what is the word, confident in their ability to really stem this at all. I just think it's gonna get out of control to the point where we opening up and shutting down and people just getting sick everywhere. That's just what's gonna happen because they're not really taking it seriously. They think it's a damn game. President. I think the president is more really concerned with ratings numbers as opposed to like the actual what's going on. How old is he? Like 80-some years old, 70-some years old.
He up there.
77.
Yeah, he's losing his damn mind, man. We're not gonna see like we're not gonna see Trump get into the grave, with his senses about him, man. He gonna be mumbling and stumbling, man.
Jody, you're at work now. How do you feel they handled the whole pandemic situation? Did you get any check in the mail? I don't know.
Yeah, I got my check. I'm not even gonna complain because at the time I took a leave from work for 2 months and my job wasn't paying me, so it was right on time. And not only that, I have dependents. However, just because I got a check don't mean I agree with how it was handled. I don't feel like it was handled correctly. I'm from Jamaica, and my country that depends on tourism, who did not send out check to their citizens, shut the whole damn country down. They cleaned the country, all of that. They just recently opened back, and in order to come to the country, even for someone like me who's from there, I have to fill out all kinds of paperwork and do a COVID test 3 days prior to my date to fly there. So this whole thing has been a shit show, if you ask me.
Right.
Unemployment checks to people who shouldn't be getting unemployment checks. They've been giving out business loans to people who shouldn't be getting business loans. Again, it's a shit show. Now, if they send us another stimulus, hell yeah, I'm going to use mine.
Right.
But I don't feel as if they're really sitting here analyzing everything before they send this money out, or even how to go about this, because your president is saying one thing, the governors are saying one thing, the mayor is saying one thing. It's like nobody is on the same page, and it's clear that they're not thinking about the people. It's more of a numbers game as far as money, what they're losing, the next election, stuff like that. So it's the worst.
Right. So Yasin says Turbo got your check. I don't know, but you might have to send him an email or something like that. I don't know. Or so speaking of this, I wanted to ask you also, Jody, you said you was on leave from work. Did you qualify for the pandemic unemployment?
No, I didn't file for it. I should have, but I didn't. Knock on wood, thankfully, I was in a good financial space to where I wasn't stressing about any of that.
Right. All right, so we got another article from Business Insider that says White House Chief of Staff says Trump won't extend the weekly unemployment boost because it paid people to stay home. I'm gonna read the bullet points from this article. White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows said Sunday the president was not interested in extending the $600 weekly boost to federal unemployment benefits as they're set to expire on July 31st. Meadows said the $600 per month increase to unemployment actually paid people to stay home, and people got more money staying at home than they would going back to work. And I think that should be a typo because I'm pretty sure it was $600 a week. Yeah, exactly. So the next bullet point goes on to say the $600 weekly boost was passed in March as part of the CARES Act in order to supplement the gap between a worker's lost wage and state unemployment benefits, which cover just a portion of a person's previous earnings. The last bullet point says Meadows said the Trump administration planned to support an effort to expand unemployment insurance that will provide up to 70% of an individual's lost wages to state officials. Those state officials have previously warned such a plan would take weeks to implement. So we already spoke about how we felt they did as a situation, how we felt they handled the situation. Nobody really thinks they handled it right. I know other countries definitely got the virus under control, and we still don't. I think a lot of that is due to how free a lot of our people feel they are. And this country is not necessarily, I mean, this is my country, but it's not necessarily filled with the smartest people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what I mean? Hopefully this shit does get under wraps, but I think the $600 added a week thing was a good, added to your unemployment was a good gesture. $600 a week alone is probably can't supplement most people's check, but that on top of your unemployment, I think that was a good gesture. But how they handled the pandemic as a whole definitely, could use some work. We're gonna move on to the next story, which is we're gonna go back to this pop culture situation, and we're gonna talk about your man Marcus Houston.
Shout out to Marcus Houston.
Shout him out. What?
Really?
Let me find this article real quick. All right,
I mean, he just got engaged. I think congratulations is in order.
I mean, I'm a wait. I'm gonna wait to see how well that's it. All right, so this article comes to us from E! Online. Marcus Houston defends his engagement to 19-year-old fiance, I want to say Mia. Marcus Houston sets the record straight on when he started dating 19-year-old fiance Mia Houston. They gave her his she got his last name already, and why she calls his friend dad. I don't understand. That's weird. All right. Anyway, Marcus Houston said he doesn't have anything to hide when it comes to his engagement to his 19-year-old fiance Mia. The sister star's relationship became a source of controversy when this week when people on Twitter began to question whether he actually started dating Mia when she was of legal age. One tweet, which has garnered over 40,000 likes, said in part, "Can someone please explain why Marcus Houston is 38-year-old geezer is engaged to a 19-year-old girl who he allegedly knew before she was 18?" However, Marcus said on Instagram that he was introduced to Mia in 2018 by his manager, Chris Stokes. Manager Chris Stokes' daughter, Chrissy Morales. And then they remained friends until she turned 18 in September. He explained, "We fell in love and got engaged in March of 2019. Additionally, he clarified that Mia, who has referred to Stokes as, she calls Stokes dad? Oh, fam. On social media, is no way related to Stokes." Marcus explained that she calls Stokes dad because she is like a daughter to him. Yo, this gets weirder and weirder.
So, am I remembering correctly? Wasn't there a drama with some of the B2K members with Chris Stokes and allegedly molesting or raping them? So, this thing here, him being introduced to her at 18 by his daughter, I try not to judge people's lives, but this is messy as hell. Why is his daughter introducing him to her? Like, you're 38, she's 19, y'all have nothing in common.
Oh man, this is another August Alsina situation. It looked like.
Nah, this entanglement. All those people was grown. This a whole nother situation here.
She 18, so it could be that it's okay according to the law. I'm not saying I'm in with it. That's all I'm saying.
All right, yo. So before you go, Steph, real quick, let me just read some of these comments, man. P. Williams said, "Peace to P." Mills Lane says, "Don't touch my freedom to touch virus infections and share them with other party goers." So that was in reference to what we spoke about earlier. Cassius Kelso says, "I see no problem here." Kelso also says, "Someone check on Lil Fizz." Mills Lane says, I'm a 25 and older fan, by the way." And Kelso says, "Peace, job, peace, homie." Kelso says they met at a Jehovah's Witness convention.
That's right. That's right.
Wait,
I forgot about that part.
Yeah. All right. So, Steph, where you at with it, man?
Man, first, I didn't hear the round of applause for this man being engaged. I mean, I think a round of applause is in order.
for what? Please.
I'm not going to do it. Go ahead.
She is legal consenting age. He is a grown man. You know what I'm saying? He obviously, he met her at the church. You know what I'm saying? This is as wholesome as it get. You know what I'm saying? If we being 100.
Did you use why this is okay? First and foremost, just because you're 18, it does not mean you're an adult to me. You see what I'm saying? Just like if you have a baby at 18, they still consider you a teen parent.
What about when you're 22 though? I'm just wondering.
You said who 22?
I'm just saying, like, if the girl was 22, would that make it better?
22, okay, I can see it. It just seems as if 18, you literally just got out of high school. That's what that sounds like.
She been running away. She been a runaway since she was like 15.
Considered missing 16. Yeah, I seen the article.
Yeah,
but I just
wait, I'm sorry.
Let's full disclosure.
Hold on. Can you repeat that? What happened about 16? Say it again. What?
She was considered a missing teen at the age of 16.
Oh no!
So that's another reason why this whole thing looked fishy, because it's like, okay, she went missing at 16. What the hell is really going on?
Hold on. Yeah. Full disclosure. She did not run away to Marcus Houston. I don't know why
she ran away to the streets. Goddamn.
The headline insinuates that is not what happened.
She ran away to these streets. To these streets.
Then she went to the church, and then she found Marcus.
And y'all wonder why
I'm saying? You don't even understand how God works. You know what
I'm saying? Hey, man.
This literally happens all the time. Hugh Hefner had 3 19-year-old women as his girlfriends before he died, and we didn't say nothing.
No, we were too young to say anything, but that shit wasn't cool. I see
he died 2 years ago.
Well, whatever. Either way it go, I'm talking about when he first started doing that whole Playboy Mansion and having all these young women coming through. This wasn't the first time he did that. You see what I'm saying? I see what Cassius Kelso says. They only got a problem with brothers dating young white dudes, get a pass all the time. Not in my book. That shit ain't okay. I'm a parent. I have a 15-year-old. You see what I'm saying? And I can only imagine what she'll be like when she's 18. I would pray and hope that she's mature and ready for the world, because that's what I'm raising her to be.
Again.
But
my bad. Go ahead.
To be dating a 38-year-old, that nigga how many years older than you? 20.
Okay. Just for clarification, Jada Pickett Smith is exactly 20 years older than August Alsina.
How old
exactly?
Is
August Alsina is 27. Jada's 47. And we were laughing entanglement jokes. It was cool. It was all fun and games when she manipulated a 23-year-old. All I'm saying is keep that same energy with this adult female. Yes, she is younger, but so is August. So is Marcus.
Keyword. You said she manipulated August.
Okay, but he was an adult.
I agree with
He
that
was an
statement.
adult.
Jada
And here's
took
why
full
their
advantage
situation
of
is
that.
more
I
bad.
say
Their
that it was
situation
right.
is worse. Their
It wasn't
situation is
right
worse
by
because she's married.
correct.
All right, hold on,
Mark,
Jody. What were you saying? What were you saying? Because you were getting cut out. We all talk at the same time. It'll cut people out. My fault, Steph. I know you wasn't done
Oh
too. All that thought. What were you saying, Jody? Though.
no, I was saying as far as that whole Jada situation, I agree it was wrong. However, I've also stated before that we don't know what the hell Will really got going on because it does seem as if it does make those rumors of an open marriage look legit. Like that's what they really do for real. And August just spilled the beans, and now they have to come out and talk about it.
Okay. So Steph, I didn't know you weren't finished your thought. So can you finish your thought?
August was messing with a married woman. She was married. She knew she knows she's smarter than him. She knows she can manipulate him. First of all, women are automatically able to manipulate men off the muscle. Then you got 20 years of experience over this young man. Of course, you got him wrapped around your finger. Now, just flip this. Let's flip this around. This man is not manipulating this girl. He is marrying her.
All right. So he fell out, but he's about to come right back in.
Yeah, honestly though, this a cultural awareness comment. Jehovah's Witnesses tend to get married a lot earlier.
Yeah, they do.
They get them feelings, and it's down the aisle for them.
Well,
So
taking that off of religion, just like if you've ever watched like 90 Day Fiance, there's a lot of Jehovah's Witness on there, and a lot of Christian people who've met these other people when they're doing what's the thing when they go cross seas, missionary, because they've abstained from sex all these years, they get into a rush to marry somebody just because according to their religion they can't do X, Y, and Z.
Makes sense. If I was waiting to marriage, I would want to marry young too. But let me see. So Kelso says teen doesn't mean you aren't an adult. He also says LeBron signed $100 million contract at 18. He was grown. Kelso also says the only problem I have is that he married her. Now he put half his legacy on the line. Mills Lane says she prayed for a miracle. Ain't God amazing?
It's God amazing because she's getting some money. She's getting with somebody with some money.
Yes.
So y'all say cashing out.
Look. If I'm praying for God right now. I'm praying for a woman with some money. If Oprah walked through my front door, thank God.
You go and get that PS5.
Oh, he do it.
All I'm saying is,
SchoolBoy.
She could have. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Nah, good. I wasn't saying much.
All I was saying is she could have ran away and ended up in the arms of a drug dealer,
right?
A murderer, a woman beater, all these things. She got Marcus Houston. You can't tell me God ain't work.
Instead, she got a pedophile.
She was grown. She is grown. Okay.
No, but there was a legend with that.
She's calling her daddy. Her daddy's a pedophile, according to allegations.
And he don't mess with girls from my understanding.
So Kelso says Jody can manipulate me respectfully. Says facts. Listen, this is my thing, right? This shit is just super weird. Like, where there's smoke, there's fire. So what we do know, and we spoke about this in a previous episode, I kind of debated J Doug on the fact that not only did Lil Wayne get molested in our face, I felt that B2K got molested and he thought it wasn't any substance to his claims. I thought it was a lot of substance to his claims. And I think that it's obvious when you look at older, immature album covers and you got these kids, they were preteens and teens, laying on each other and all these weird, pictures where they had shirts off and hugged up with each other and laying in beds, with their shoes and socks and shirts off. The shit was crazy, you know what I'm saying? And then hurt people. And then after immature, B2K, and then they kind of kept it going. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like when Raz B said that shit, it was real. And then, Raz B claimed that the person who orchestrated it and started it all was Chris Stokes. So for this woman to be calling Chris Stokes her daddy, and for that him to be even in the story, you know what I mean, just reeks is really weird. So Steph said Chris Stokes doesn't mess with women, but apparently he's one of the people that, you know, he does because he has a daughter. So they said that it's a friend of the daughter, but I think that basically, and I don't know, but I think there's some real weird shit going on because obviously they don't have a problem messing with family members. You know what I mean? Because Marcus Houston was related to some of the B2K dudes, and Chris Stokes is their older cousin. So obviously they don't have any problem messing with younger people, family members, any of that. So I think that the reality of the story is probably weirder than anything we could even imagine. And I think this is just a product of that. So I think she's definitely too young to be hanging out with this crazy family.
I think one, pedophiles have a profile. They pretty much like have I mess with, like R. Kelly. He messed with girls between 18 and 15. That was kind of his thing, right?
Right.
So we calling R. Kelly a pedophile now?
I'm just doing your thing. I'm doing your thing, sir.
I'm just wondering. I mean, I thought we would say he wasn't a pedophile.
Allegedly. None of this has been proven in court. Just allegedly.
All right, cool. Never mind.
So they all have a pattern, a certain age frame, and gender. These things are always in common. So for Chris Stokes to somehow be molesting young boys this year and then turn around a few years later and molesting young women, that doesn't really make sense.
He may not be the one that's molesting them or her or whatever. He may just be a part of the act or enjoy. He might get off being a part of it or knowing something like that is going on.
What if they're grooming her? What if they groom her? She's young enough to be groomed. She already was a product of the streets. Now they go to the same church. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, look, this is what we do. Like, you know, we fuck little boys over here. You just be my wife. And, you know what I mean? Sometimes I might fuck you. You know, what if that's what's going on here? You know what I mean? Because I don't see no woman his age is going to get in that relationship and just put up with that type of behavior. So what if they just groomed her since she was in the streets?
Do we really believe in redemption?
Do we really believe in redemption? I think I seen a meme the other day about redemption for a pedophile is basically the grave. So, I mean, redemption for fucking your little cousins? No, I don't see redemption for that. I'm sorry. So, Jody, what were you gonna say?
I don't know if y'all seen this, but on TikTok, it's a new trend where basically people who are victims of molestation or pedophile, they were victim of pedophiles. Like this one girl, she started out with a video of her. She was waving, smiling, and it was like, "This is my story of who raped me." And I was like, "Okay, I didn't expect that." She started showing slides of her and this man, and it looked like it was her father. That's what I gathered. And it was like a picture of them as her, I guess, a couple years ago or whatever. Then it got to the point where it was like her as a baby, and the whole story broke my heart. And apparently this is a trend. And it was one of them where this person put up their pedophile, and their pedophile caught wind of it and had like a whole emotional breakdown and was like, "I'm sorry, that was then, and I'm not that person." And it's just like, what the fuck?
You know what? You just said something too that I wish I would have brought up earlier when I was having this same conversation a previous show with J Doug. He thought the evidence against Chris Stokes wasn't substantial. Chris Stokes, when confronted about this originally, one of his main replies was, I'm not that person anymore. I changed." So he admitted that. You know what I'm saying? He admitted it. He said, I'm not that person anymore. I changed. Go ahead. So
No. I never said Chris Stokes wasn't doing it. It's just like, I think Chris Stokes was just like knocking off Raz B while telling Raz B, "Oh yeah, hey, listen, that's how Marion got his position as the lead singer. He don't sing better than you. You know, he just willing to do more than what you willing to do." And then Raz B selling the butt, trying to get that spot.
Nah, man. It didn't start with Raz B. Raz B, it ended with him. You know what I mean? He was the one who brought it to the light. The shit started with Immature. The shit started with them, and then it, went down to B2K.
But listen. Raz B came out, jumped off the porch, talking about something. If you really want to tell it, then what's his name? Jay Bullock was the first one to take it in the ass. Remember when he said that?
Yeah, he said a lot. He also said that he said they made him take showers before the office meetings. You know what I mean? We're not laughing at this. I'm not
laughing.
Hold on, let me
bro. This dude was cracking up, bro. I don't know what's so funny, bro. Like, I'm laughing at you because you laughing, but the situation's not funny, bro. Like, little dudes getting their cheeks mashed in is not funny, man. It's not cool.
Then,
man.
Hey, listen, then you gonna throw in a joke and then tell me it's not.
Hey, man. Nah, man, because you trying to make it be funny that they was telling these men to take showers and shit. Maybe they smell musty, man. They in there dancing and shit all day.
That was new information to me. I had never heard that. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't laughing either. I had to go to the bathroom real quick. Listen, so
y'all a trip. Hey. Go ahead.
All right, let me yeah, my fault. Jody had to step away. She's at work. Salute to Jody and live from the 904 podcast. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully she comes back. Kelso says, damn, not Raz B. And then Kelso says, someone check on Raz B, cuz. Bump. And then
yo, y'all ain't got no sense, man. So he say, bump. What the hell? What? Hey, man, the female co-host just left. She's like, I can't be a part of this shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. I'm not laughing no more, man, because this is not funny. How about that?
It's not funny. God. Woo! All right. Take a sip. All right, Kelso, this is a profile. I think that was regards to when you said pedophiles usually have a profile. Then Kelso also says 18-year-old belong to the game, respectfully. And Slim says, good morning to you, brother.
Morning, Slim. That's Virginia Slim?
Yep, that's it. That's the homie. And then Kelso says, can't trust no nigga on TikTok, though. They do anything for clout. That's a good point. Kelso says, damn, not Chris Stokes. Yeah, Chris Stokes. He said, the nigga Chris Stokes said, it ain't me no more. I changed.
I mean, changed from what, bruh? I changed from before I used to beat cheeks and now I don't when it's little boys. Like, that sounds crazy as hell.
Sounds so crazy.
He's supposed to go to jail, man. He's supposed to go to jail. Like, at the end of the day, like all jokes aside, yo, when I find out, if I find out that somebody around me is messing with little kids, I'm immediately snitching. I'm telling everybody. The last person who I had to confront about something like that is actually in my kid's mom's family, and it was like a little Easter fucking picnic, and this dude just sitting there walking around with all the parents, and I'm like, well, I heard you was a pedophile. You want to talk with me over here? And he was like, well, I don't have to talk to you. I said, okay, come and beat your ass right here. It made a whole stink, but I'm like, yo, he's not supposed to be able to just walk around comfortable, and people know that there's allegations on him. Look, if somebody has allegations on me, I want to confront them head on. I don't want to talk in no back room. Right. I don't want to be off in the side or nothing like that. I want to where the police at so I can tell my side of the story immediately. I'm not playing those games.
Right.
So
That's a fact. and I think a lot of families need to do better. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man. Like, what are you people doing? Stop giving your kids to pedophiles.
Now, that is true. There's nothing funny about that. That is a serious situation, and a lot of families turn a blind eye to it, and we got to stop that.
And I think just Chris Stokes is a perfect example of that. You know what I mean? Because he literally was their family, and they said, "Yo, They said, take my son, take him. Your cousin gonna make your cousin gonna make you famous." You know what I mean? They basically sold their children to their older cousin who was a pedophile. You know what I mean? Allegedly. But like I said, I believe Raz B when he said. So anyway, Kelso says knocking off Raz B is crazy. And then he goes, hold on, shout out to Batman from Immature. You know what I mean? So I don't know if y'all noticed, you know what I mean? I might be showing my age right now, but Batman, who is I believe that's Marcus Houston, right?
Correct.
He got that name Batman because they used to put Batman underwear on his head. And he used to, I remember that when I was young, they let it out in the interview. He used to wear Batman underwear on his head, and that's how he got the name Batman. So once again, another, check against the whole them guys is definitely was molested box. So
was Marcus Houston molesting B2K?
Hurt people. So he got molested by Chris Stokes, and I believe, and I don't want to misquote Raspy, but I believe he did say it was Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston that molested him. So if you're just tuning in, we're talking about Marcus Houston marrying a 19-year-old woman who calls Chris Stokes daddy. Shit sounds crazy. I'm gonna go on and say that he probably definitely didn't just meet her at 18 or whatever. He said they talked and they were friends and all that. I don't know about you guys. If you're cool with a woman from when she's young, she's always gonna kind of have that little sister look to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So she's not turned 19 and all of a sudden she's fair game. You know what I mean?
I will say this. I thought that until they started blossoming. And then I'm like, oh, these are women now.
You mean like when you grew up with them? Is that what you mean? Like, I'm trying to explain yourself.
It's like, okay, it's a 5 year, like, okay, I'm 30, right?
Right.
When I was 20, of course, I'm looking at 15-year-olds like that's the little sister, right?
Facts.
Naturally.
Facts.
But now that I'm 30, I look back at the women that's 25 and they are literally blossoming into, full women, beautiful women. And I see a beautiful woman now. I don't look at her like no little sister no more.
Kelso said, plead the fifth, Steph.
Now you ain't gonna hit. You're not finna hit your homeboy sister. Because you have some morality about yourself.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, it's not like you can't see that. This is a beautiful woman now.
All right. So I hear you, but in the example you're giving, I get it. You're 20, they're 15, they're off limits. You bump into them again. You're 30, they're 25. But we're talking about a 38-year-old man who was cool with a 17-year-old and then 2 years later fell in love with her, allegedly.
Listen, what I love is how we play this game of fake morality. Because, like, I know niggas in real life. You know what I'm saying? I know how niggas move. I done heard old heads saying stuff like, they'll be like, damn, look at her, she got fat ass. And she'll be carrying books or something. And I'll be like, yo, that's a kid. You know what I'm saying? She like it's a high school right down the street she probably walking to. You'd be like, yeah, she oh yeah, you right. But she fucking know.
What kind of niggas you hanging around, bro?
Tell me I'm lying. You've never heard these.
I've heard it, but I'm always like snapping on these niggas like, nah, nigga, that ain't the move. That's a high school kid. How about we leave the high school kids in high school? But that being said, I mean, I've been on the campus. I mean, a college campus. I didn't feel that way. I don't know. When I got to college, I was 21 already, and the youngest people in that on campus are like 15. So even like going over to Spelman, I'm like, oh, let me be careful. I gotta always ask questions like, how old are you? Yeah, what year were you born? And I don't want no hesitation and shit. Cause she's starting, let me see your ID. Like I really did that shit because I wasn't about to get caught up. Like it just doesn't make any sense.
All right, man. All right, I'm trying to. The subject is dangerous, man. I'm trying not to laugh at too much shit.
Yeah, but old niggas talking about, oh, look at that yo whippersnapper. He over here looking for some cootie cat and shit. This niggas out here wilding, boy. They wilding, boy. You gotta keep these old niggas in check, man.
He say, yo, bro, people sweep important stuff like that under the rug because they scared of confrontation. And then Slim says some of these parents also willingly let R. Kelly take their daughters for a bit of paper, so this shit isn't surprising. Tennessee Williams, damn, that's crazy. Salute, Tennessee. I ain't hear from you in a while, bro. Kelso says, seems like you're ready vibes. And then, like I say, he said, plead the fifth. And then Tennessee said, I got to chime in on this shit, laugh out loud. Yes, you do. This is the 10th episode of The Morning Rant. Keenan, salute. Keenan's in the building. Kelso says, blossoming. Got it. Tennessee says, it's sick. Kelso is singing R. Kelly in the comments. Slim says Drake is allegedly grooming that little white girl from Stranger Things. Tennessee says it ain't the move. Mills Lane says Jerry Seinfeld, Hugh Hefner, Elvis Presley, Steven Tyler, Donald Trump, Harvey Weinstein, and a lot more. And I don't think people are ready for this conversation, but fuck it. This is our show, so I'm gonna say it, man. And I agree with you, Tennessee. I'm about to read that comment too. Prince, niggas ain't ready for this conversation, bro. Prince did the same shit Marcus Houston's doing right now. He literally had a female before she was of age. He moved her into his house. He moved this girl into his house. Are you familiar with this story, Steph? Steph looking around like, I ain't with this. Are you familiar with this story? Schoolboy, are you familiar with this story?
Yeah, I'm familiar. I don't know all the names, but I remember this story. I do.
It was a now woman who was like some type of dancer or some shit, some type of entertainer or whatever. I think she was like a ballerina dancer or some shit like that. He moved her into his house when she was a teenager as like some type of mentor. He was like a mentor of hers or something like that. And then when she got, I think it was like 19 or something like that. I don't want to get it wrong, but when she got of age, he engaged her and married her almost like immediately when she got of age too. So it's kind of, you can't say that all of a sudden she blossomed in a year. Like, nah, nigga, like he was grooming. Like even in your scenario, you talking about seeing somebody when they're a teenager, then bump into them when they're only 5 years younger than you and you're 30 and they're 25. But, that's not the same thing, I don't think, as when you're a grown person meeting this young person and as soon as they hit of age, like 18, 19, now you want to marry them? Like that shit sounds real suspect. And I'm gonna have to agree with Tennessee. He says, I never looked at chicks my age. I wanted older women. I was the same way as a young.
When is her birthday? I think that's important.
I don't know.
Because he said he met her in 2018. And if her birthday is in like January 2018, I think we can all understand that. You know what I'm saying?
I can't understand that at all. I think he was grooming her.
The other thing about it is that have either one of you recently talked to an 18 or 19-year-old in a conversation?
No.
That's first of all, that's my point. Then the other point that I have on that is that I have, and when I talk to these younger people, it's about how can you get a job, trying to get people in technology and stuff like that. Like you can, like an 18 or 19-year-old, they don't like what they're saying usually is in the realm of fantasy land. Their minds really aren't developed yet. Like they're still like really naive and really what is the word that I'm looking for? Naive isn't the word, but they're thinking, they're thinking it's like fantasy land. Like I'm gonna get married when I'm 23. I'm gonna have 4 kids. We're gonna live in a $500,000 house, and it's just like, okay, so where are you gonna be working at? And it's like, well, right now I'm working at McDonald's, and I'm gonna be managing at McDonald's next week, or next year. and then I'm gonna go ahead and buy that house, and I'm gonna have a big car, and it's just like, yeah, you know, you just starting to notice that they taking taxes out of your check. You're not ready for this life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I would have anything to talk about with an 18 or 19-year-old. And even when I was around, like when I was like 22, 21, messing around with these kids on, not kids, but messing around with the girls on campus. Like, even still, when I was only 22, an 18, 19-year-old is like, the fuck are we talking about? Like, you talking about, I don't remember who the artist was at the time, a Little Yachty or something like that. We don't have nothing to talk about. I don't want to talk about Little Yachty. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. Like, if I'm out and about, I remember like I forgot what I was like at a restaurant or some shit. I opened the door for some girls that were like probably like 18, 19 in the local college, right? That in where I live. They called me sir.
Yeah.
And I understood that shit. Like, yeah, I'm a fucking sir now.
Made you feel
Excuse me, sir.
You
Get
know,
your old ass out the way.
I would have nothing to talk about with no
Yeah.
18-year-old female. Better yet, married. She turned 19.
Oh hell no.
Jody's back with us. Salute to Jody. So
hola.
yeah, so we'll read some of these comments. Kelso says Prince was innocent. Watch your mouth. He was reading scripture with her. And then Tennessee Williams said, yep, Prince did that shit. Yeah, exactly. Like, y'all need to really look up Prince, man. A lot of we worship people in our community, but yo, I think somebody else came with some facts in there too. So Kelso said, "Oh, she ready now." Birdman hand rub. Prince. He said, Prince. And then Tennessee Williams said, "What's the link?" Hold on, Tennessee. Tennessee, the link you should put the go to the Facebook group page and hit me on there. I'll send you the link. Kelso says, when is her birthday is wild. Mills' name brings up Honorable Elijah. Kelso says 18, 19 sound dumb as fuck. And then yeah, they be stupid at that age, yeah. Slim says that broad's name is Mayate Garcia. I hope I pronounced it right. Prince became her legal guardian when she was 17 after she moved from overseas.
Yeah, her name is Mate.
Yeah, Monte. So he was her legal guardian after he first off he met her before the 17. So he met her when she was like 16 or some wild shit at like a concert or something. And then he allowed her to move in at 17. And then as soon as she became of age, he like married her.
Y'all want
So
to know what's wild though? I ain't mean to cut you off. What's wild is even after they divorced, years after they divorced, and she was good and grown, she had a whole like shrine to Prince in her house, even when he was alive.
I'm not surprised. He groomed her.
She had memorabilia of his stuff, and her friends, because she was on this show called Hollywood Exes, and her friends was like, Mate, you need to get rid of this shit. And a lot of this probably, you know, you can get money off of it from fans. But she had like a whole little Prince. Yeah, this is Princess this, Prince that. I was like, what the hell? You can tell she was an emotionally scarred place though, because they had a kid, and I think she either had a miscarriage or the baby passed after she had the baby. Either way it go, by her losing her and Prince's child, it was like she was frozen in that time. I don't even know how to explain it. You have to watch the show.
Yeah, I mean, that's my point. If somebody gets a woman that at that age, like to me, that just reeks of grooming them. So I can see them having idol worship of that person. You know what I mean? I think we're gonna have to keep our eyes on the story. I think it's gonna be more to come. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens. Slim says, "Schoolboy, you were in college when Yachty was out. Come on, son."
I said I don't remember. I think it was probably Young Jeezy or some goofy shit like that. But long story short, whatever the new rapper was when I was in college, I wasn't like trying to compare notes with the 18 and 19-year-olds about who their favorite album artist was.
You was in college when you said you got in college when you was 21. So about that was 9 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember who was hot. I don't remember who was out 9 years ago.
It's a lot. It's actually more than 9 years ago. I first got into Morehouse in 2007, but I had been bouncing between colleges from 2003 until then. So I had already done 4 years of BSing before I got to Morehouse at So that's 2007. How many years ago was that? 12 years ago? You know, who was hot 12 years ago?
13 years ago. Oh, I have
T.I.
no clue.
or something like. But either way, like I didn't care. I didn't know what they was doing. I was just trying to get in there and graduate and get some cheeks on the side, and that's what ended up happening. Like, we wasn't sitting there talking about a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I don't remember none of the conversations we had.
All right, Kenneth, you asked for the link. Check your Facebook inbox, bro. Check your Facebook inbox. I sent it to you. I think he has something to say. So, yeah, we read some of these comments. Kelso says, if you're sir, she's too immature. No pun intended. Bill's lady said, any 18, 19-year-old chick wants to be married, we say has daddy issues. She definitely has daddy issues if she ran away and is calling Chris Stokes daddy. That's definitely daddy issues.
Right.
It says, at Mills, depend on where she's from. And then Slim says, SchoolBoy may look like he's 42, but he's actually 28. Right. Jay Chancellor says, I heard that story about Prince, thought it was a rumor. Nope, it's not a rumor, sir. You can look it up. And there's also interviews of her talking about that. So, yeah. Keenan says, swag surf era. Keenan also says, stupid, fruity, crazy swag era. Shaking my head. And then Kelso says, not 42. Laugh out loud. So, yo, this next thing is not an article. It's actually a video that I found on Facebook. It went pretty viral. And I want your opinion on this. This is of a brother. This video is of a brother and sister who found, I guess, a guy robbing a white person. It was a black dude who robbed a white guy. He looks like he might be a fiend or something like that. And they basically played superhero in this situation. And it rubs me a little wrong, but I'm gonna save my feedback for after. I just want to know if I'm bugging. You know what I'm saying? I need to know what you guys in the chat and what my panel feels about this situation. So I'm gonna play this video, and it's a little long, but it's a little entertaining too. So bear with us. Let's
I can already tell it's gonna be on some goofy shit.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
Hold on, and I'm going live because this is what the fuck black men need to do. This raggedy ass man just robbed this old white man for no reason. And you just robbed that man like that. You bogus is a bitch, sir. And this what we fighting for now. Yeah, my brother chased his bitch ass down the street and made him return all that shit. Sit your ass down.
Where the fuck the money
Can
at?
somebody call the police?
You just lied to me. I should bust your shit for lying, nigga. I should bust your shit for lying,
We
nigga.
rolled right past you and we seen you robbing him. We seen
Give
you.
money, man.
Give me his money.
Give me his fucking money.
Sir, are you okay?
You okay, sir?
Are you okay? Did you call the police?
This fucking money, man.
My $100.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
How much he had on you?
Here you go, boss.
Is that all you had, sir? Is that all you had?
Don't move, nigga. Don't move, nigga. I mean that shit. This shit pissing me the fuck off.
Cause you fouled,
You
sir.
gotta fight for shit, nigga.
Now we fight for this right now, and we roll past, and you was clearly robbing this man. You fouled.
Get your ass a job, my nigga.
You foul as a bitch and you was robbing this man out here in public like hell. Nigga, on my kids, he would have probably got you something, but you don't rob him. Somebody call the police. I want to see him like that. You need to go get the car. I'll make sure he stay right here. You need to go get the car. And if I was you, I wouldn't hit me. On God, I wouldn't hit me. Because my brother not finna play with you. My brother not finna play with you. Go get the car before somebody hop in that shit. No, I'm not. And if you hit me, my brother gonna beat your ass.
Go get the car from me. Give you that car from me. Yeah, you got the
no, not really. No. That shit bogus is a bitch.
I be seeing that nigga all around there all the time.
Hold on. If y'all don't go, we ain't asking for no attention. We ain't doing none of that. This live is because me and my brother was riding past this bank right here, BMO on Wisconsin, and this man was robbing this white old man. Pushed him on the ground and started robbing him. My brother hit the corner and hit the block one more time and just came and made that man take all his money back. That is what we fighting for. That's what we fighting for. That's what the fuck we out here fighting for. So this shit can stop. And he was robbing the fuck out of that old white man. What the fuck? That shit bogus as a bitch. I don't give a fuck how much money that man look like he had. You could have asked that nigga for $1. That's bogus as a bitch. That is so bogus.
You see, I hop on it.
Oh my God, I ain't never seen no shit like that. Out of 25 years. Out of 25
You got a lot more life to live.
That shit is hurtful. This old ass man. I'm gonna see if he can be on my live so y'all can see how old this man is. That shit's so fucking hurtful, bro. You robbing this, and that's what we fighting for. Black Lives Matter. Yo, black guys out here robbing this man like that. Look how old this man is. Frail as a bitch. Sir, you need to press charges. Sorry. This man is.
Threw my phone and broke my phone.
He took your phone and threw it.
You gotta do something
Did
different.
you call the police, sir? Have you called the police yet?
No.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what y'all say, snitch, and I don't give a fuck none of that. He needs to be set the fuck down because that's what we fighting for. And you out here robbing this man, putting the broad fucking daylight. And I'm pissed at BMO Harris. I know they bitch ass has seen that shit.
Your kid, sir. I'm good.
No, we don't even want no money out of this. I just really wanted my brother to beat the fuck out of you, but he spared you, my nigga. Cause you wrong.
You wrong as a bitch.
You out here robbing. We ride past this man, robbing the fuck out of him.
Get your ass on, man. I better not see you out here this area. I'm gonna kick your ass myself, nigga. Get your ass up out of here. On that bum ass shit.
Sir, are you okay?
Yeah, 9 to 5, my nigga. Period.
Man, if that would have been me, she would have not been that concerned. But we're gonna talk about that, man.
On my kids, it's way too many hustlers out here than me robbing somebody. On my kids, that shit is so foul.
That's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit. We out here fighting for shit like that. You niggas out here still fucking
That
up.
man old as fuck, though. Like, and that hurt because y'all don't want that to be y'all grandparents. I don't give a fuck if the man was white or anything, or that shit hurtful. Because don't nobody want their grandparents or their father or no family member to go out in public to be robbed. I ain't never seen no shit like that. I ain't never seen no shit like that. We riding past trying to have a good one, trying to get back to the crib, and all you see is this young ass boy. Bro, I'm thinking the nigga, I don't even know what the fuck to think. I didn't even think you seen that shit. Me and my brother locked eyes at the same time. Like, hold on.
Like he just tried to
He robbing the fuck out of it, and then he hit it. We spent the block fast as a bitch. He hit it quick as fuck. My brother drove all the way up on the street trying to get to that nigga until he got that nigga.
He gonna try to run to the piece of powder. Nigga,
because he little as a bitch. You would probably kick that boy. And I ain't saying my brother a gorilla, tough guy, but that shit right there,
hurt my heart, bro.
That shit just hurt. That shit just hurt. Calm down, D.
We fighting for
you
shit.
cool,
You
bro.
study
You
trying to do
good,
this
bro.
shit, my nigga.
You did the right thing, my nigga.
I've been fucked up for 7 years, nigga. I ain't never tried to rob a motherfucker. I ain't never did no shit like that. You know what I did?
We been fucked up before.
I saw all my niggas motivating me to get some money. And we know what I did? I got a motherfucking job. I never robbed a nigga. Never. You never see me in a nigga statement saying I robbed a nigga. At all. That shit is foul, my nigga. That shit is lame, my nigga. That shit not 100. And then to see him here, older fella, and you knowing him, he probably a billionaire. Nigga, he probably gave you some shit. You know what I'm saying?
This shit is skipping Black Jesus do exist. Yo.
Boy, that was a whole bunch of cooning for the live. That's what that was. I mean, because I mean, you 25 years old and you obviously live in the hood, or you've been exposed to the hood because it's written all over your face. Like, if that's how you live and you 25 years old, you never seen nobody get hemmed up before. That being said, I don't promote people robbing people in the streets. And I definitely would if I had an opportunity to. Like, he obviously needs help. This dude ain't combed his hair in a long time. He look like he stank. You know what I'm saying? He needs help. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I probably would have probably sat him down, get that man back because you're making the block hot for everybody. We don't need everybody looking out here for, a black male with an afro, looking bummy, walking around, who robbed some random white guy who's in the neighborhood. That's not cool. But at the same time, like, I don't think they would have done all of that. I'm gonna go live and and doing all this. They call this man a nigga on one hand and talking about Black Lives Matter the next. It's like, which one is it? Is it Uchi Wally Wally, or is it one mic? I don't know, man. I don't know.
And I want to speak on it real quick before I have to get back to doing some work and then coming back. I just feel as if they did the most. If they wanted to stop a crime because they felt like it was wrong morally, they had to do something. It was different ways to go about it. One, don't sit there and play superhero and nigga this, nigga that. This what we fighting for. This what we fight. That ain't what we fighting for. That is not what we're fighting for. And then you're going live about it, and he mad and you mad, and y'all sitting here, sorry, sir, sorry. It's just the aesthetics of it. It's the look of it. The shit don't look good.
Well, I heard tap shoes all through that shit.
It just was like it was honestly, it was just as ignorant as what that man was doing. Point blank period. It was. If we're gonna be honest about it, and that guy didn't even look like he was pressed about anything. Once he was in his car, he was good. They was the one doing the most. He wasn't concerned about getting the police involved. And then you want to go to, I should have slapped the fuck up out of you. What good is that going to do? 2 wrongs is not going to make it right. You see what I'm saying? And I do agree with, if homeboy out here robbing the people in the neighborhood, yeah, it's going to definitely make the neighborhood hot. Because they look at all black men and think y'all all the same anyways. So that one mistake that he doing is gonna have y'all looking bad. But it's just how they went about it. Like, I got a brother that's on the streets. He's bipolar and he's on the streets. And if he did something like that, yeah, he dead ass wrong. But if you come in trying to be the superhero and talking about you putting your hands on him, I'm gonna have to beat your ass. Because now you're doing too much. I'd rather you have just got the law involved.
Right, she could have just called the cops.
And called it a day. And then y'all continue to be live and be loud and obnoxious and go on and on and on and on and on with this story. And it's like, y'all made this worse than what it was. And again, wrong is wrong, but this man don't look like he was hurting.
He was not tripping.
He good.
He said, y'all want some of the money?
Right. Oh, yeah, it was 800. He said that with ease.
Yeah.
He didn't say thank y'all. He didn't get out and, I needed this. That man was good. They did that for attention. I don't give a damn what you say.
They were looking for that GoFundMe money. That's what they were looking for. They try to be the next. It's always the overweight black folks with black gums that be extra about doing all this extra shit. Like, go to the dentist. Maybe you need to protest there. Let's start there, because all that plat buildup ain't cute, and all that hollering and screaming. Just stop it.
Steph, what's your thoughts on this? I'm glad to see I wasn't bugging. You know what I mean? I think the general census from the chat, what y'all saying is, I definitely was on to something with thinking that they were basically doing too much. You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts, Steph?
I love when people say this ain't for no clout, but you're going live on Facebook with it. Like, it's in fact for clout. I hate to see it when it's now this is, in sense, this is a good deed, right? Stop a crime. Correct, right? And just like to give somebody like a homeless person some money, like, yes, it's a good deed that you publicize and you took the goodness out of it. You took what was supposed to be a positive thing or a learning experience and you made it a shit show. You made it a ghetto fiasco. It was.
I like ghetto fiasco for 500, Alex.
It was high key cooning. You know what I'm saying? You doing all.
It came off as yes a massa, no some massa. That's what it came off as.
Right.
Shit was crazy. Look, white folks, not all of us want to rob you.
We gonna do this song and dance for you too while we at it, sir.
Put us on those too. All right, so we're gonna look at some of these comments while Steph gets the camera back right.
The other part is she keep doing this with her hair. She keep doing this shit with her hair. Like, stop touching that little raggedy ass weave, man.
The other part is that car is dirty as fuck. That's the other.
Exactly. She did the pan to the bottom of the floor. It's all kind of McDonald's bags and shit she's stepping on with her newly done toes. Oh, I can't stand that nasty shit, man.
All right, Kelso says Uncle Tom. Mills Lane says Tyrone Bigham's never been a great robber anyway. Kelso says gotta let nature run its course. That fiend was just getting reparations. And then Slim says, shaking my head, first of all, posting that shit online is instantly clout chasing. Secondly, why did you give a shit? If the shoe was on the other foot, white dude wouldn't even look their way.
Correct.
Facts. Gentleman Mob says, it's all good. I just hope they have the same energy if it was a black man being robbed. And if so, make sure to emphasize that he was black like they did there, like they did here. Yeah.
White.
I don't think they would even look twice if that was a black person getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? They damn sure not spitting the block and help.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we get it, bro.
I don't even think they thought about, like, what if the robber would have harmed them? Yeah, they probably didn't see a gun in sight, but what if he had a knife or something? That man could have hurt them, and they putting themselves in a line of fire for no damn reason, because that man is in his car chilling.
And you know what? That's the point that Keenan Kong said. His sister is going to get him killed. I mean, on some real shit, that dude didn't seem like no physical threat, but he damn sure could have gave him the Rona.
Correct.
Motherfucker, y'all yanking this shit. Yo, I'm from New York City, man. When I see certain type of homeless people on the train and shit, and they used to walk by me and all that, when I used to take the train, I move out the way. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I could fucking tussle with a man that looked like that. I'm not touching that.
Please don't touch me, sir. Keep your hands.
And then they got him to wash their hands. Like,
face after they touch this dude, now they touching the faces and their hands and
they phones that they don't wipe off.
Right, nobody put hand sanitizer on, none of that shit. After yoking this dude up all in his face, nobody had mask on. This shit, only person with a mask on was the white dude.
Correct. Who was unbothered? I keep noting that he was unbothered as hell.
Shit, crazy. Internet calls him Pookie from New Jack City. He definitely look like Pookie. Kelso says that's usually how it goes. Yeah, exactly. Getting your people. Probably the only stand-up man in your fucking household ready to get that nigga killed. Fuck out of here. Yep, and he got the Mills Lane put the superheroes on them. They look like fucking Handyman and Handy Girl. Fuck out of here. Slim, no, that's not what we're fighting for. Exactly. She kept screaming, that's what we're fighting for. We're not fighting. That's not what we're fighting for. That's not what we're fighting for. All right, Kelso says she sound dumb as fuck with that white girl hat on. With that white girl hair hat, he said. And the internet says that white man would drive right bottom if it was them. Shaking my head. Exactly. Kennedy said, how the fuck I'm not on? I don't know, bro. I sent you the link to your Facebook page, Kennedy. Check your Facebook page. We're not Facebook friends, but I know who you are because you helped me start the union on Facebook with Rest in Peace Bronx Pacino. So I know your Facebook page is still in the union. So I went to your page and sent you the link, bro. Check your Facebook page. Kelso says Frail ASAB. Frail ASAB. I don't know that. And then she says, Kennedy says, can she stop screaming? Word. She kept screaming all in the camera.
Yo, when she my bad. When she yelled out, "Hey, he frail as fuck."
Frail as fuck.
She said, look at him. Look at him. He frail. No, she said he frail as a bitch.
That's what Kelso was saying. Frail as a bitch. Yeah, okay.
Frail as a bitch. Oh my God. That was so terrible, man. Like, I felt bad for that man. He probably thinking they're gonna riot.
That nigga ran away when he got up too.
Yeah, he was like, hold on. Because that man in the car was probably losing his mind. He was probably really scared. He probably more scared about all these screaming black folks around this damn car than what just happened to him.
He thinking it's a setup. Oh, that's how they're gonna get half of my money without me calling the cops. Yeah, fuck it, take it. Oh, good act you put on. Take the other half. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not calling the cops. Gentleman bar butter biscuits is hot this morning on the plantation. Factuals. Kennedy says this is why this is where black women go wrong. It was a black dude in there too, sir. Mills Lane says cops come and beat her up first. Yo, that's some shit. Like if they would have called the cops, there's a good chance that the police would have just yoked all of the black people up. That's a good point.
Right. That's why he said, no, I didn't call the cops. I didn't call the cops. Yeah.
Kelso says, oh, she trying to get him locked up. That's why slaves couldn't break free on the plantation.
Right.
And then,
that white man had no part to none of that foolishness. He realized he was robbed. He was trying to be out of there. They came in there doing the most. He wasn't stunting all of that.
Not at all. Internet says her voice is annoying. Facts. Kennedy says, okay, she talking shit, and now she passive aggressive. Word. Slim says shaking my head, defending Massa and calling him a nigga in front of this white dude, further cementing his racism. That's a good point too. You know what I mean? The United Ronin Networks, Ralph says salute to you, good brother. Salute to you, big bro. Kennedy Williams says this is why they don't respect niggas. Kelso says they blaming the current fight on black people's actions. I'm confused. And then Bill sends another salute back. Kennedy says, what's the link? Once again, check your Facebook inbox. The United Ronin Networks, Mills salute. Internet says, wow. Kelso says her intentions were good. The execution was trash. I agree. Like, Slim says, please turn this shit off, bro. Yeah, I agree. Like, the execution was definitely trash. If they really wanted to help, there's other ways they could help. You know what I'm saying? They could have definitely, you know, if they wanted to get us to do a speech, they could have given him a speech and some breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck was they? What fuck type of time they on? So, let me see. I kind of skipped over some comments. Here we go. I found my place. He also said, if you kid, you would have helped the fiend out. Exactly. Gentleman Mob says, I wonder how many times has she comment as a black woman I. Mills Lane says, just the good old boys, never meaning no harm. He also says, Schoolboy said the hood is written all over her face. That was some bars. Slim says, Mills with the Dukes of Habit lyrics. Salute. Laugh out loud. P. Williams says, streets gotta eat. That's a fact. Kelso says, can't be out here looking like lunch meat. Internet says, if he was robbing a black man, it would never have been a world star, as they say, laughing. Yeah, if that, you know, if that dude was robbing somebody black, they wouldn't even they would have kept it moving. They would have not circled the block and all that shit they said. That shit is ridiculous.
Even if they would have jumped in, I guarantee you they don't go live.
Nah, they wouldn't have did none of that shit.
Yo, last time I was in the West End in Atlanta. And I tell this story often. Like, I was walking to the mall and I seen somebody got carjacked, and it was obvious because all this girl's stuff was just in the parking lot. She walking around looking lost, and I was like, you know, I was on the way to do something, and she looked like she, you know, was gonna figure it out. I wasn't about to stop because I don't know what the hell going on. And according to that fact, as I'm walking back, I see two people jump out of the car, start fighting each other, and then hop back in the car together. And it's happening like this all happened within 30 minutes of each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of shit that's happening in these terrible neighborhoods. Like, I'm not about to jump in there and be Superman. You know, I'm just not. So if you out here and you getting robbed, you know, if I can help, I'll try to help. But more often than not, I'm gonna let you do what you got to do, man. Go call the police. That's what you're supposed to do.
Nah, you can't jump in no fight better at a robbery. That shit sounds crazy.
Not doing it. Because God forbid you stab me up or the police come and think we both involved. Nope,
I'm not catching a bullet, a knife, or Corona for nobody. Fuck out of here. Kelso says, shout out to my homeless niggas. Kennedy says it's crazy. She's saying what I wanted to say. He's talking about Jody. Internet says it was for attention. That's a fact. Kelso says plot twist. He got his fortune from his grandparents participating in generations of slave trade. P. Williams says Schoolboy's facts. Oh, okay, I see. He corrected that. He got his fortune. Yeah, plot twist. He got his fortune from his grandparents participating in generations of the slave trade. Yeah, the guy definitely seemed like, he was going to let the nature do his course. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't pressed over that money. Kennedy says, what's the link again? Mills Lane is laughing at Kelso. Kelso's laughing at Ghetto Fiasco. Got it. Sleazy Aki. Salute to the Cash App I got from Sleazy Aki, man. Thank you, brother. Sleazy Aki says, easy, Vic. She fucked the package up. And then Slim says, where's J Doug when you need him? Laugh out loud. I know, right? So J Doug comes twice a week. You know what I'm saying? Other days he has to work. But yeah, I would love to know what J Doug have to say about this. And if you're out there, J Doug, feel free to call up here and let us know if you got a second. Kennedy says she got syphilis. Kennedy says, it's fuck shit when a nigga that big in the passenger seat. Fuck both them niggas. Did you see that nigga shirt too? That nigga was looking crazy. Ms. Lexi said, thank you. Thought I was the only one who noticed the inside of the car. That shit was trashy. That shit was crazy. P. Williams says, where's J Doug? We need him again. Exactly. Like I say, he doesn't come in on Mondays. He's working on Mondays, so he doesn't come in on Mondays. Kennedy Williams says, I'm going to check my Facebook, nigga. I'm high as a mountain goat. Laugh out loud. Salute. Check that joint, bro. And then Muhammad Extra Core says, I dislike it when black people intervene on the behalf of whites. Yeah, I think that's the general census. I think none of us is full. I haven't seen one person that watched this video yet say that they was right for what they did, or even how they went about it. You know what I mean? So
the reason why I take a pause on stuff like that is because every system is made for safety and success of white people, so they'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm more apt to reach out and help out somebody who's actually not white, not because I'm racist, but because they don't have as many resources.
Right. All right. So let me get through these comments before I go to this next. So
you got to read that one right there.
Yeah. So Kelso agrees with Schoolboy. Says the West End in Atlanta is spooky. Peachtree is one big Migos video shoot. Laugh out loud.
And that's not the West End. That's the West End, END. I used to call that the Night of the Living Dead when I went there.
He also says downtown Atlanta is like Mars. And then he also says Atlanta niggas from another planet, respectfully. Muhammad Extracore says, Kelso, I heard about Peachtree. He's laughing. Kennedy says, shout out them niggas, man. I just walk by that shit and keep it pushing. Keenan Khan says, I go to Decatur where it's greater.
Now, hold on. He says he goes to Decatur where it's greater. Just so you know, for those of you who have never been to Atlanta, stay the hell away from Decatur. Ain't nothing going on over there you want to see. You will get robbed, shot. You might end up hooked on drugs. That's not the place you want to be.
Unless you got people over there, you ain't got no business over there, man.
Yeah, Decatur is not where it's greater. It's where your chances of being harmed are greater. That's very true.
All right, well, there you go. You got some travel advice from the homies. Let's see what's going on here. So yeah, we just got people laughing at what we said, and salute to everybody that's on the check. And if you're just coming in the room, and you're just watching the show, just tuning in. Basically, we just went over Marcus Houston is alleged pedophile for getting engaged to a 19-year-old woman who basically he admitted that he knew since she was 17, which reeks to us with critical thinking skills that he groomed her. At least that's how I feel about it. You know what I mean?
Tisk. I wouldn't make those kind of outlandish accusations about people.
I mean, what else do you call it when you're cool with a girl or somebody from a young age and then you get with them?
You knew it through passing. What does that mean?
I don't know. That sounds like grooming to me. So that's what we didn't come up with a general census on that, but that's what we spoke about, and we also spoke about the stimulus checks are coming back out. They are giving $1,200 more. So,
quick question.
Yep.
I mean to ask, so that was confirmed that it's passed through all the legislations that it needed to pass through?
Well,
Because
that
I thought,
article said that the guy was basically saying it's coming. The guy,
okay, well,
yeah.
let that drop into our bank accounts this week, oh God.
Sooner the better. The sooner the better.
Because God, I had plans for it. Let it
Yeah,
drop.
Well,
please. I need this money very bad. Everybody pray, light your candles, all that good stuff.
Right. And Stephon, and since you didn't get your last one, you need to call the IRS or go to the IRS website. I can send you a link so you can check on that. If they send it to you, bro, you owe me lunch.
All
yeah,
right.
my boy Stephanie, both of them checks now upon the second one. All right,
I
so
hope I get some cake for lunch.
and what else? We also spoke about Doja Cat. Doja Cat, after mocking the coronavirus, had turned up with the coronavirus, and she's blaming it on Postmates. Salute to all the crash test dummies that's still traveling and going on the planes and all that good shit. If herd immunity is a real thing, hopefully that's what that will lead to. And if this shit is not as dramatic as they're making out to seem, hopefully we'll know what's up, before the summer ends and we can go into the winter, with a little bit more, confidence with ourselves. All right. So Slim says they owe you back stuff. And Kelso says free my Uncle Suge right now. Kelso says Jody going right to Nordstrom with that $1,200. All right. So this next article is not funny. Hopefully this panel doesn't make me find a way to laugh at it, but it's not funny. It comes to us from Dallas News. Austin police investigating shooting death of protester. So Garrett Foster and his fiance, Whitney Michelle, a quadruple amputee who uses a wheelchair, were at a protest in Austin on Saturday night when Foster was shot and killed. All right. This is the couple. This white man right here, I'm assuming, is the guy who was shot and killed, Garrett Foster. Apparently, they were at a Black Lives Matter rally, and I'm going to read some of this article. Austin police have released the driver who allegedly killed an armed protester Saturday night in downtown Austin, where they investigate what led to the fatal shooting. Austin Police Chief Brian Manley identified the man who was shot as Garrett Foster. Foster was attending the protest against police violence and had been pushing the wheelchair of his fiancée, Whitney Michelle, 28, who was a quadruple amputee. Their mothers told the Dallas Morning News the couple, who met in North Texas as teenagers, moved to Austin a couple years ago and had attended protests in recent weeks. Austin police are investigating what occurred between Foster, who they said was carrying an AK-47 style rifle during the protest, and the driver who called police to report he shot someone. Accounts of what happened that night vary, police say. And they go into what happened. Witness reported that just before 10 p.m. Saturday, a car turned down the street toward the protesters, and the driver started honking its horn. The vehicle stopped in the roadway, police said, and Foster approached the driver's side window as others began striking the car. The driver then opened fire, striking Foster. Manley said at a news conference Sunday that the driver reported Foster pointed his weapon at them before the shooting. KVUE TV reported that police have said Foster did not discharge his weapon, but the chief did say someone else in the crowd did return fire as the car left the scene. The driver and the other person who shot were released from police custody after they gave their accounts of what happened. Both of them had a license to carry a handgun, Manley said. Police did not say whether Foster had such a license, but it's legal in Texas to open carry a rifle like an AK-47 without a license. To carry a handgun openly or concealed, one must have a license. Unless a person is transporting their own handgun while driving their vehicle, it's illegal to brandish any deadly weapon, including a gun, in a manner calculated to alarm. All right, so I'm not going to read the rest of the.
Wait, did you say that she had a license to carry as well?
No, I think they said that the guy in the car had a license to carry, and homeboy
Okay.
AK-47 didn't need a license to carry. So, yeah, man, it seems to be a crazy sight. Basically, they're saying this guy who was in a what they call a relationship. He was down with the swirl. He rest in peace to this guy, but he got shot. He got shot approaching a car who was driving down the street towards the protesters. With it, but mind you, he was also pushing his girlfriend in a wheelchair, who's an amputee at, I guess, all 4 of her limbs, because they said quadruple, right? So I'm assuming that her arms, both arms and or hands, and both legs and or feet were cut off.
Yeah, you know what, man? I was just taking a look at some of the other articles too involving this young lady. It's unfortunate that her boyfriend is not here anymore. But the silver lining in the story is that she is now single and probably ready to mingle very shortly.
Really?
Yeah. She doesn't have any arms or legs, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be something different, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and advocate for her right to be out here in these streets doing her thing. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, man, yeah, I've heard some really good stories about these amputees.
What
Really
story?
good people. Really good people.
What stories have you heard about these amputees?
That they're very capable and able in the world without arms and legs. Even though they have arms and legs missing, that they're really strong people, man. I don't have nothing bad to say about amputees, man.
But when you think about it, that's just like a lot of people who lose either their hearing or sight. It's like it enhances their other senses. So that makes sense. But you're still wild though. You wild as hell.
Yeah, you're right. I would definitely do it, man. I would cross that off my list, man. Like that's definitely something I would be interested in. Listen,
Cross
man,
that off your list.
just because she doesn't have arms and legs doesn't mean she doesn't need love too. She probably wants the same things that people who have all 4 limbs want, stuff like that. So yeah, man, why not, man? I'm not gonna leave her out here.
Schoolboy, you gonna be, oh my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What do you say, stuff? Go ahead, bro.
Schoolboy gonna bareback her. Straight raw.
I don't even know what that means, but yeah, man. I mean, ain't no shame, bro. Ain't no shame. I remember this one time, this guy told me a joke, and I think it was a joke, but now I'm seeing this article. He might have been telling the truth. That one time his girlfriend didn't have any arms and legs, and they were doing what they was doing on the counter, and he forgot, like when he was done, to bring her off the counter, and she was just sitting up on the counter, man. And I thought at the time it was kind of funny, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, it's a beautiful young lady, man. She deserves all the things in the world that she wants. Unfortunately, her boyfriend's gone, and she's out here in the world by herself again. Somebody need to jump on that, man. She's out there in Dallas. I need to go ahead and scoop her up, man.
Austin, I think they're in Austin. Father, forgive us. Jody, do you have any words in regards to the article?
Boy, with his wild commentary just now on what he will do with an amputee.
What's a lot you can do with an amputee?
Look, it sounds like that's what you've been looking at on what's the Pornhub.
Listen, you got a link. Let me see it. I need to, for educational purposes, I need to take a look and figure out, what it is, man.
That's on the bucket list of yours. We know.
All right, so but what do you have to say about the actual situation? I mean, I think it's a little crazy that this man he decided to leave his woman in a wheelchair to go approach a car when there was already a group doing that. You know what I'm saying? But he had an AK-47 on him and he ended up dead. Which, might I say, I know it's not my turn to speak on the situation. I just want to put this out there. A lot of people think guns protect them.
They don't.
You can have a gun and still get your head clapped off. That's a fact. You know
right.
what I mean?
It's almost like his girlfriend was a dependent of his, right? So that's just like if I had my kids with me, I have to consider my kids first, not think about a hero. Rest in peace to him. But it's like you put your life out there on the line. Other people.
Man, why would? Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
His girlfriend to me was the priority in this situation because it's clear that she can't do too much, like walk across the street or whatever without him. And some people just want to play that hero, man. You got that AK, you think you was gonna go out there and let it spray, and yeah, now you no longer here.
Yeah, exactly. My thoughts exactly. Steph.
Okay, so I'm not sure that the article said he went to Bamman on his on the guy's car, correct? I don't understand, but yeah, I can see how someone sees you with an assault rifle on your back and you can panic and shoot you. What I don't see is how him dating a quadruple amputee is connected to the story in any way. I think they just did that to get clickbait. I don't see what that got to do with nothing.
Right. But maybe
I'm keep it a buck. They said,
hold on, Steph. In their defense, right? It brings a little context to the story. I mean, someone with a dark sense of humor could, find a humor in it. But at the same time, like Jody just said, like if you're with someone who's depending on you, why the fuck are you? You know what I mean? Approaching vehicles and things like that.
Now, if I'm gonna keep it a buck, I'm just looking at the picture, looking at the dude right now. He looks like he may have autism. He look a little slow. You don't look like he all there. You don't.
And that's what killed me, man. I don't understand how these chicks, they be real pretty and find the dustiest, crustiest, bottom of the barrel ass, like.
Bro, she ain't got no arms or legs.
It don't matter, bro. It's a lot of niggas out here who wouldn't care about that kind of thing. Like, that's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. She's probably really good at math or something like that.
Now,
you know what
you say, now, I love when people say there's a lot of people out there because that can be 1%. 1% is a lot of people, but it's a lot harder to find that 1%.
I mean, people, love is blind, man. People gonna pick who they gonna pick, man. You know what I'm saying?
Plus, if that's your dependent, you getting a check and all of that, man. Like, that woman comes with a lot of benefits. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't care if y'all get quiet on that. It's just facts, man.
I'm just trying I'm trying to contain myself. I don't know how I want to be yet. I don't know if I want my character to be like ultra grimy or up front.
Yo, you're helping somebody. Like, this woman don't have no arms or legs. She can't do nothing for herself. And if you love her, you're gonna help her out. You know what I'm saying? Like making her sandwiches and stuff.
Man, she loved him. She would have helped him. She called the police.
Don't help him though.
How she gonna call the police? She ain't got no hands.
Come on, man. Don't do that.
Hey Siri, call 911.
There you go.
There you go.
But she gonna be able to be heard over the hollering and screaming and gunfire. Is she just rolling and shit? This man laying on the ground. All right, I'm done.
This was a white on white crime, correct?
I don't know who the race of the people who shot him, but I'm assuming that they, I would assume that they weren't black because they were driving into the protest. But color has nothing to do with it. There's a black woman running around New York City right now violating Black Lives Matter murals. So we don't know. We really don't know. But I think what Steph was saying earlier is why was she with him? But I think there's people all over the place that pick people that aren't, attractive or whatever, different, whatever people seem attractive or, worthy, and they get with them, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to these comments and hopefully these comments don't send me to hell. Yeah, Kelso says Cuz was a little slow, respectfully. RIP.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm prone to agree with that shit. All right, Kelso also says you run down on a nigga in Texas with a chopper, he gonna clap you 9 times out of 10, respectfully. So Kelso, he had the chopper on him, and then the other dude had a handgun. You know what I mean? Gentleman Mob says, boy, Dallas down Bad for what? It said, boy, Dallas down bad for what? What did her being a quadruple amputee have to do with the price of tea in China? Yes, he agrees with Steph. But like I said, I think it might have just put a little context to the article in the sense that they're just explaining that this man chose to approach a vehicle that wasn't coming directly at him because he came to the driver's side window instead of just letting the crowd deal with that. You know what I mean? So I think that brings a little context to the situation. Kennedy says, I just spit out my freshly poured cup. Laugh out loud. It's top shelf fuck shit. A quadruple amputee nigga. Laugh out loud. Yep, that man was, yeah. Kelso says, down with the swirl. Got it. And Kennedy's laughing. Slim says he was smashing a quadruple amputee. He was. I think they were actually engaged to get married, is what the article said. Kelso says can't go for a peaceful protest with a whole AK.
That's a good. Why did he have that AK in the first place?
Yeah, it says you Martin or Malcolm, nigga. Yeah, I mean that AK looked like he was there for show though, because he damn sure didn't. You know, it didn't help him. It didn't help him when he needed it most.
You took the AK out there to do what? What was your original intentions with this when you left the house? Hey, I'm gonna bring this gun with me. You see what I'm saying? If you bringing an AK, it ain't like it's a Glock. You can't hide that. It's out and about for display for the people to see.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you bring a gun to a protest, certain type of protest too, you're probably looking for a gunfight. You know what I mean? Because tensions are already high. But if you are going to bring a gun to a protest, you should really be mindful that you should be playing the security position. You shouldn't be escalating situations if you're being security. You should be there to only secure them. Schoolboy, you trying to say something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm still trying to figure out like how is it that he's got both his hands on the wheelchair? See, because it's hard to navigate a wheelchair with somebody in it. You know, who's not really helping you out. I can't look at you, man, because I'll be laughing. But yeah, man, I'm just trying to figure out how he's navigating the wheelchair. Does he like roll the wheelchair up to the car and like and try to call somebody in the car? Because I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like you're doing too much. You got an AK-45 or AK-47, and you're rolling your girlfriend around in her wheelchair, and you're trying to be the tough guy. You're not the tough guy. You're the guy walking around with his girlfriend in a wheelchair. What the hell's wrong with you?
All right. Kennedy says, laugh out loud, fuck her and that nigga. Okay, strong words from Kennedy. Kennedy says, somebody gonna hit that. And then Edith says, what the fuck, schoolboy? No. Kelso says, fact at Kennedy, that disability check probably hit different.
I hate
y'all.
Oh man. Yeah, I'd imagine so, man. Let me get back to these comments. Kelso says, yo, Kelso says, amputee top probably crazy.
Big facts. Big facts.
I can't, yo. Salute to the chat, man.
It's probably like
keep it a buck though. The amputees be slobbing though, like just on a normal basis. Like ain't nothing going on. Ain't no food in front of them. Ain't brushing their teeth or nothing. They just got like a natural slob about themselves.
Bro, that's not true, bro. What are you talking about? No. Listen, I did some research, okay? So this young lady was a dancer before this happened. And it was not like she's been an amputee her whole life. She had like some kind of like viral infection that made her lose her. So she just lost her limbs after she was grown.
You see the pictures? Don't her mouth look wet right now?
No, nigga. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? No. I'm not going to see. I want to go far, but I'm not going to go that far, man.
She not the dead one. Y'all had all the jokes for the dead dude.
No. Actually, I didn't. I didn't have none of mine were not jokes about the dead guy. The dead guy, I'm just trying to figure out the logistics of managing you know, your charge as well as the AK-47. I'm trying to figure out, like, did he roll up and try to take cover behind the chair or some shit? What was you doing? I'm just saying, like,
So
what was
wait,
he
y'all.
doing, bro?
So y'all only think she got Social Security and some sloppy top to offer in this situation?
I
That's
mean,
all. What you mean? That's all? Like that's little. That's big business.
Oh, so you take that? Is that what you're saying?
I
That'll
mean,
suffice for y'all.
I'm gonna throw this out there right now, man. If anybody knows this young lady, she can hit me in the DMs anytime she needs some help with anything, you know, grabbing stuff off the top shelf and stuff. I got you. Don't even ask no questions. I'm gonna get to where you at to get some help for you. That's what I'm here for. Absolutely.
Yeah, so we're going to hell.
Nah, she gotta have arms, man. She gotta at least be able to do that knuckle walk that they be doing around the house.
No,
She can't even do that, bro.
I seen the pictures. I seen the pictures. It's like after the elbow on both arms, after the knee on both legs. Like that's it, man. Them things is gone. It's unfortunate because, like I said, she was a dancer before, so you know she was keeping her body right and all of that stuff. She was really, you know, honing her craft, and now she's working through a disability, which is unfortunate.
All right.
This idiot then took her out to the damn Black Lives Matter protest and got shot, and that was her only help. Like, what is this guy doing? Like the young lady said, she said that should have been his first, you know, calculation. Like, am I doing the best thing, the safest thing for my girl, for my soon to be wife?
That definitely that definitely was a dumb move. So Kennedy says I hit it, and Slim says she do nothing but core exercises. Yeah, I can't fuck with y'all. I can't fuck with y'all this morning. Kennedy says she be perfect if she cute, respectfully. Oh man, they going in. Kennedy says, laugh out loud. I wonder how she move. These niggas is laughing. Kelso says, oh yeah, she fire. What's her Snapchat? Keita says, SchoolBoy is a creep. Kennedy says, I hit it. She can drive to Houston. So I'll get, because Kennedy is actually in Texas, no doubt. Kelso says, put her in the Tesla and get it cracking, cuz. Kennedy says, I fucked the midget chick, so fuck it. I guess we going left. Like, have anybody ever fucked a midget, amputee, any of that type of shit? Since this is all jokes now.
It's on my list, man. It's on my list, definitely. I remember when I was younger, there used to be a little midget that was in my school, and she ended up working at Dairy Queen. And I was always wondering, like, man, maybe I should like try to holler at her. But I used to work at Dairy Queen, so I didn't want everybody to know I was trying to holler at her. And then, like a few years later, she popped out with a little baby, and I was like, damn, man, I missed my chance. I really should have hollered at her.
SchoolBoy, you have a trash list, okay? Like,
yes, he does.
Triple amputee major list.
Listen. A lot of things are on your list that you don't know is on your list. Like, I'm telling you, it's a lot. Like, I don't want no boy pussy. You know what I'm saying? So that's not on my list. But like outside of that, I'm open to it.
I wasn't accusing you of nothing like that either. I
was
don't even know where that came up.
I'm being weird. There's nothing weird about having.
I didn't say you were weird. I said your list was trash.
My list is not trash, bro. My list is eccentric. There's a difference.
Your list is questionable. That's what it is.
Wait, hold on. So Jody,
questionable.
Jody, you never fucked a midget dude? No midget dude?
Never. Listen, I've never done that.
All right, so
when
you went and dated amputee.
Nah.
That's what you're saying? You went and dated amputee?
What about a guy what about a guy who's balding with a dad bod? How do you feel about that?
Oh, that's perfectly fine. But listen, it's an amputee, a midget, well, small person, I think is the right term. It's a no for me. When I was like 9, 10, my neighbor next door, Miss Kelly, she was dating this dude with one leg. I will never forget. I was sitting on our porch, and she was running down her driveway screaming. We're gonna call her Karen. Well, her name Kelly, but we're gonna, for all picture purposes, she's Karen.
Damn, you put a name out there. Man.
She was hauling ass down her driveway. It was her boyfriend with one leg running behind her. And he was hauling ass, and she was running from him. I said, yeah, I don't want them type of problems.
Well, hold on. How was he running behind her with one leg?
He was hopping.
So he was hauling ass and hopping real fast. Okay. All right. Well,
Yes.
You know, it's a different type of fear, boy.
I would never forget that.
All right, so
Listen,
Steph,
I thought it was crazy because honestly,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jody. Go ahead. Jody, go ahead.
no, I was just
Kind of chopped out. Yo, Steph. So you saying you wouldn't fucking amputee then? Not even if she looked like that girl from what was that movie? I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Listen, not a quadruple amputee. You got to be able to give me the 8 walk. If you can't give me one of these, you can't give me one of these. I can't rock with you, baby. That's just it. That's not it, man.
All right, so schoolboy, not gonna leave you out there. I bagged a midget once in the club. You know what I mean? I was like, I think I was like 20, I was like 19, 20 and shit. I bagged a midget in the club. I was a thirsty young boy. You know what I mean? I ain't going front. She was older than me. She had a fat ass, of course, but she wasn't super midget, but she was there. I think legally she was midget status.
Hey man, hey, them little people be having some banging ass bodies sometime though.
Sometimes, but I didn't do nothing with it. I never.
The shortest chick I've ever bagged, I think she was like 4'11". So I think legally she was probably a midget. But I mean, she was stacked, man. I mean, I ain't had no complaints. She was older too. It just is what it is, man. That's some good hitting. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I think the one I'm talking about probably was around that too. So, all right, Slim says, "Yo, how's she gonna drive, Kennedy?" Then Keenan says at Houston, she can't drive without arms and legs. And then Kennedy said, "Damn, I ain't shit." Laugh out loud. Kelso says, "Guns put you in a position to lose your life, take a life, or go to jail. Guns are for protecting your home/vehicle." And I agree. And it seems that's why Homeboy actually got released, because they was in a car and they shot somebody who seemed to be aggressing them with the crowd with an AK-47 on them, and they got off. They got released. So yeah. Muhammad Extracore says they wanted everyone to feel sorry for the white boy.
Oh, that's why they threw in the girlfriend.
Damn.
Good point. He got a black quadruple amputee girlfriend. He must be a good guy. I think he's a psycho. I just put it out there. I think there's some weird shit going on in that home, and for him to run up to a car and leave his girlfriend, quadruple amputee girlfriend, in the middle of a wilding crowd is definitely signs of somebody who ain't got it all. Kelsey says, if you need to walk around with a gun, you need to move. Austin, Texas isn't a third world country. Exactly. Austin,
go ahead. In fact, Austin, Texas is gentrified. Very gentrified. There ain't even no black people in Austin. Black people live on the outside of Austin.
That's where they do fucking South by Southwest and shit like that. You know what I mean? Go out there and see all types of artists and all that. It's a nice little town apparently. So I don't know why he was walking around with an AK-47. All right, Kennedy says, why quadruple amputee got me laughing? Oh, this episode is going on Patreon. I can see it now. Kelso says, nigga, she's a quadruple amputee. She got to take what she can get respectfully. She came up. The Keita says he sounded slow in the interview right before the shooting. Oh wow, there's an interview. If you can drop that in the link or tell us to go, I'd love to see it.
Was he pushing her during the interview, or was he just did he just leave her off to the side? Because I'm trying to figure this out. Like, why would you roll your girlfriend up to a car and take an aggressive action, knowing she can't help you and you really can't help her at a certain point?
Keenan, we need this interview. If you could just tell us what to type in the search engine, I will look that shit up right now. We need this interview. Kennedy says, y'all keep saying it, and I'm wasting liquor spitting up my drink. Kelso says, facts, Keenan. Kelso also says, rolling and shit is crazy. Cassie says she can't even jack you off. Y'all ain't shit. Muhammad Extracore says, sister could have done better and got with a black man, but hey, love is love. And then let me see, I think I misplaced I don't know if I can read all these comments on this shit. This is kind of crazy, yo. Yo, Kennedy says she can't even kick you out. Oh man. Kennedy says she gonna have to use her tongue to shoot a gun. I'm just asking. Muhammad Excore says, unless it's an arm march, you're acting as security. You don't need an AK. Exactly. Muhammad also says, natural slob, shaking my head. Internet says, I'm hollering. Don't encourage us, Internet. Don't do that. Slim says, laugh out loud. This dude said natural slob to them and wet mouth. Wet mouth. Kelso says logistics got it.
Oh man, it's terrible.
All a nigga need is sloppy toppy and a social security check, respectfully. And Tennessee says, I want to hit that. That the fuck shit. And Moneybag says he's trolling. He's salute to you, Moneybags. Tennessee says, she was a dance. Oh, she was a dancer. And then Keenan says, damn, she likes a baby that talks. She
oh no, that's fucked up, man.
I didn't get the whole message, so I'm Internet says he was trying to show out in front of them niggas and got popped respectfully.
Right. Yeah, that's what happened.
It was definitely showing out for the audience. Kelso says SchoolBoy was trying to get that midget top by the Blizzard machine.
I want to see her tongue blue, boy.
That's crazy. Keenan said he said put her in the Tesla. That Tesla drive itself, cuz she gonna get there safe.
I didn't get that joke the first time. That is hilarious. Yes,
Slim said, Jody, if you were with a dude and he lost his limbs, all right. So Jody's not here, so we'll wait till she comes back. If she comes back to answer that question. Slim says, laugh out loud. All midgets have fat asses.
Motherfucking facts.
Internet says that stand your ground law out here in Texas is serious. Yeah, because they definitely got away with it. Tennessee says, laugh out loud every time y'all say quadruple empathy. I have more fuck shit to say. Austin, Texas is very racist, says Internet. And Keenan says, be a Black Lives Matter protest who had an AK-47 fatally shot in Austin, Texas. I guess this is what I need to put in to actually see the video. So I'm gonna pull up that video and I'm gonna let you guys have the last word on the amputee situation. Last word? Anything y'all gotta say on the situation?
Oh no. We more than enough.
Yeah, so I'm looking for this video of the man who got shot. So I'm pulling this up in YouTube, correct, Keenan? Let me know. Looking for this interview now, and hopefully we can find it because we can assess this guy's mental state properly. All right, so it's not popping up on YouTube, and you see if I pull it up in Google. Go to videos. I found the 1 minute and 23-second video. Let's check it out.
The Challenge Athletes Foundation Idaho provides grants to athletes with physical challenges for adaptive sports equipment, coaching, and competition expenses.
Why the fuck does ad have to be about Special Olympics? Yo, they trolling us this morning. All right, so let's see what's going on.
Page with a photo of him and his fiancée. They've identified Foster as the victim in Saturday's deadly shooting. James Sazanowski was a speaker at Saturday evening's protest and spoke with the couple. He says Foster was seen pushing his fiancée in her wheelchair during the protests most nights this summer.
Kind of hard to miss. Dude pushing a quadriplegic in a wheelchair with, I believe, an AK-47, some kind of large rifle on his body.
Sazanowski says he was marching near the couple when a black car seen in witness video turned into a crowd of protesters at 4th and Congress.
I was kind of looking forward and back over my shoulder, and while I was looking forward was when I heard the first shot.
He says when he looked back, he saw the driver of the car's arm sticking out of the window.
Holding a handgun in his left hand, and I saw 2 or 3 rounds get fired and the flashes on the top of the slide. into the crowd.
Sazanowski says he didn't see Foster fire his weapon. He recalls seeing the driver speed off before hearing 3 more shots.
I look back and we all kind of collectively see. We all kind of
before hearing.
Yo, I see the wheelchair. Y'all see it?
See Foster fire his weapon.
She's right there on the corner. All right. She's right here in the corner of the street. And somebody with a white shirt, I think.
He recalls seeing the driver speed off before
No, she's in a white shirt.
hearing 3 more shots.
Oh, she got the fuck up out of there. Did y'all see that?
3 more
That
shots.
wheelchair was moving.
Fire his weapon. He recalls seeing the driver speed off before hearing 3 more shots.
I look back and we all kind of collect.
That was either her or somebody on some type of moped or some weird shit.
Yo, show it one more time because I had the muted sign in front of my.
He says he didn't see Foster fire his weapon. He recalls seeing the driver speed off before hearing 3 more
that's a
shots.
moped.
Look back and we all kind of collectively see Garrett. We see Garrett on the ground in the middle of the road in like a fetal position with a pool of blood next to him. And I saw his face. I don't know how far away I was from Garrett. It felt like I was right there. He was just trying to hold on to his life.
Jacqueline Powell, KXAN News.
All right, so that was a good video on the situation. We actually got to see the actual, situation, but we didn't see the interview from the couple, well, the guy who
The Challenge Athletes found
the guy who was murdered.
Keenan said it's on World Star.
Okay, I think I just found the World Star.
Everybody back up.
Tell us a little bit about your gun again.
It's AK-47.
Why'd you got it out tonight?
They don't let us march in the streets anymore, so got to practice some of our rights.
Do you feel like you'll need to use it?
Nah, I think if I use it against the cops, I'm dead. And I think all the people that hate us and, want to say shit to us are too big of pussies to stop and actually do anything about it. So,
Why'd you start carrying?
Well, our roommate got arrested and they stopped letting us march anywhere, so started carrying.
There she goes in the wheelchair next to him too. Okay, there you have it. All right, so that was the man, rest in peace, who lost his life. So I'm gonna read some of these comments as we get. Go ahead.
So he wasn't even there for Black Lives Matter. He was just there so he could march because they wouldn't let him march anymore.
I don't know what his MO was. I didn't really get nothing out of the interview, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think all we got is what we assumed, which is he was stunting. He was out there stunting. Jody, there was a question for you. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm gonna read it. So Slim says, Jody, if you were a dude and if you were with a dude, and he lost his limbs in the middle of your relationship, would you stick around or would you peace out?
A lot of times we don't know what we'll do until we're in that situation. But for the most part, I'm pretty loyal beyond when I should be. So I'll probably stick around. And I'm a nurturer by I don't know. I'm just naturally that type of person. So I'll probably stick around.
No, absolutely. Yeah, so I'm gonna read the rest of these comments because I think they were based on the situation we were talking about. Tennessee says the midget chick I fucked was batshit crazy. Kelso says, internet, you bad as shit, respectfully. Kennedy says, why is this story funny to me and full of fuck shit? Keenan says, go to World Star. Okay, we found it. Thank you, Keenan. Thank you, Keenan. We appreciate that. We definitely wanted to see that. Kennedy says they're going to do a GoFundMe, most likely. Kennedy says she stood up, laugh out loud. Slim says that was a scooter. Yeah, that was a scooter. I thought that was her, but it was a scooter. And then Kelso says, Kennedy, a fool, bruh. She was fronting for a check, fam. And then Slim says, this dude dressed as the Joker, crying and shit. Talking my homeboy interview. Kelso says the first shot sounded like a 762 for sure. Kelso says he ain't all there, man. And then Slim says, damn, homie predicted his own death. Interesting. Kelso says he was walking passive aggressively from the jump. Dude was calling the ops pussy and all that. Yeah, man, he talking about people being too soft to approach him and all that. I mean, unfortunately, he got what he was looking for. Kelso says he was at a march talking about they don't let us march anymore. He was out of his mind, respectfully. RP. Exactly. I was dead ass marching. So Kennedy says she's an amputee, but she ran when them shots got fired. Keenan says she definitely cheat though. And Antoinette says thank you, love, to Kelso. All right, so I want to thank you all. I think we definitely signed the guest book at hell already for the morning. We usually try to take this show till 7 to 9, but we started late, so we went a little late. Thank you for everybody who chimed in with all the jokes and the information. We appreciate you. Steph, appreciate you, bro, for pulling up this morning. Schoolboy, I appreciate you as well. Jody, thank you for being a guest host today. Vanessa Smiles, our host, couldn't make it today. So, Jody, thank you for filling in and giving us a female point of view on the situations that we spoke about. Tomorrow, we're going to speak about some more celebrity shit. We're going to talk about Meek Mills and his situation. Apparently, he's getting a divorce. And Jay-Z is a topic of discussion via Faison Love. And there's some more politics and March things we want to go over. We want to talk about the protesters getting it in Oregon. And as always, the morning rant, we give you current news and sometimes not so current news, but we're here to help you come to a conclusion based on the news. We're here to break it down and talk to you and talk to the panel and have the panel bring their different point of views to light. And with that, we hope that, you will be able to also think about the news and not just read the titles. Like I said before, a lot of people just read the titles and they don't actually, dig into the news and see what's actually going on. So that's what we attempt to do here. We have a little fun, as you can see. Sometimes we crack jokes on things that maybe not be that funny, but that's the nature of comedy. Steph, will you agree with me on that?
Definitely agree.
Comedy is like laughing at things that aren't funny, but still there should be some sort of a line of respect. So that's why we still say RP to that man and salute to that woman. We're not treating her no different than we would treat other people, which is basically without the bias of, thinking that they're exempt from getting, having a joke or two aimed in their direction. Also, we spoke about Marcus Houston and his alleged pedophilia acts of, of getting engaged to a female that's 19 years old that he allegedly groomed since he was 17. And we spoke about Doja Cat getting the coronavirus after making fun of the coronavirus, which I think we're going to see a lot of that in the near future. We're going to see a lot of people who thought it wasn't a game, and they're going to, unfortunately, people are going to get sick because they're not taking this shit serious. So that has been the morning rant this morning. Salute to all the people in the check-in. We love and appreciate you, and check us out tomorrow. Pull up. Have a good day. Peace.
CashApp, I ain't tricking, bitch, you must be psycho. But I'm prone to lie though, just don't tell all my bros. I roll gelato in the Bronto, so I got the sky close. Damn, it's raining, grab my cane and pass my Prada poncho. The boots was leather with the tattoos, those the Randy Macho. Goggles, Ferragamo, condos big as Costco. I popped the rhino, then she swallowed like it's Mr. Sacco. Mirror, mirror, who's the illest? Please don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the realest? Wait, don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the rarest? Please don't tell me I know. Modern life like Rocco, but I still pray to Shango. Mirror, mirror, who's the illest? Please don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the realest? Wait, don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the rarest? Please don't tell me I know. I devour my goals, and that's word to Gaucho. Rebel, outlaw, reckless, vato, ghetto, desperado. Aim the Draco, eating tacos, take your breath like Cyclones. Adjacent to Van Gogh, I'm chasing my shadow. The pain is the shackle, embrace it for battle. In the gym for 7 weeks, I feel like Boris Kojo. I mean Cujo with a new host over watching Kuso. With my old hoe, I forgot I fuck my hoes in duos. Football throws in 2 holes, loopholes out with pool holes. That piece of coupon for designer, Gucci coat was 2-tone. School old Parasuco, shoot like Tony Kukoc. Bitch, I'm a Samson, no Delilah, put that on my tombstone. Mirror, mirror, who's the illest? Please don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the realest? Wait, don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the rarest? Please don't tell me I know. I devour my goals, and that's word to Gauchos. Out the game, but a nigga ain't ashamed. Roll down the Porsche window and all you saw was flames. All I know is pain, all I feel is pain. How do I maintain with that shit on my brain? Camping in the range, getting brain from a name. $100 haircuts like motherfuck change. Motherfuck change, I'm a motherfuck gang. Black gang, 100 chains on like Junebug Spade. Ass naked, 100 chains on like I'm Xerxes. Hi. Fuck in your bitch, they jingle while she squirting. Fuck in your bitch, silence while I'm working. Universal, cause they ain't deserve me. I just want what I deserve. I think I deserve king. I think I deserve bling. I think y'all deserve wings. Here, big gun, bucking like I'm Earthworm Jim. Big gun, bucking like I'm Earthworm Jim. What? Big gun, bucking like I'm Earthworm Jim. Bitch, I think I'm Lord Zed in some Earth Tone 10s. Bitch, I'm fucking raw dog, so don't fuck with him. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. When there's drama, I get on my horn and call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. When there's drama, I get on my horn and call the goons in. Me and my niggas is the Corleone. We all Michael. Me and my niggas is the Jackson 5. We all Michael. Me and my niggas the Chicago Bulls. We all Michael. Can I fuck your bitch? Let me know. We all Michael. I got 7 Mac 11s, 8 48s, 9 9s, 10 Mac 10s, 45, 45, 2 22s. Motherfucker, I am more than live. I'm God. You G, that's still 2 letters on. Listen up to earn your Audi. I'm sipping on this Audi. Listening to Gaudi got me feeling like the oatmeal. Sophie sipping sake, clothes, line Kenta Kabashi in a hot tub with Sophie ass Sophie while I'm socking. Down the gate, niggas wondering if I'm a popper now. Love to hate, nigga, that's essential being a Kakarot. Salad to a dinosaur, a rocket to an astronaut, I'm astroplane and arrow aim a bunch of fucking Africa. Niggas got that 90s flow, fuck you smoke hydro. I ain't got no fucking rivals, these niggas gyno. I ain't got no fucking wife though, I got a side hoe. Cell phone full of freak bitches like a sideshow. 2 bitches sucking 1 dick, that's a side blow. Sniffing cocaine off my dick, that's a lot of blow. Niggas talk that G shit, but we don't believe them. No, you pussy got a tampon string coming out your pee hole. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. When there's drama, I get on my horn and call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. When there's drama, I get on my horn and call the goons in.
Fellas, are you still powdering your...
Colossal hollows will make you sing the gospel. Hostile with any fossil who think they stopping my Roslo. Live live apostle, twisting pasta in Ferragamo. Gamma ray radiated, my rage is bladed as possible. The flaming gospel got you, snatch the lame out you. Brain on the A train, my nuts banging the tonsils. And I could give a fuck if she militant, a 9 to 5 bitch, or a hood rat hoe who don't give a shit. Hollows will make you sing the gospel. Hostile with any fossil who think they stopping my Roslo. Live live apostle, twisting pasta in Ferragamo. Gamma ray radiated, my rage inflated as possible. The flaming gospel got you, snatch the lame out you. Brain on the A train, my nuts banging the tonsils. And I could give a fuck if she militant, a 9-to-5 bitch, or a hood rat hoe who don't give a shit. Hopped out, R. Kelly goggles on from 96. Real grimy nigga, but he still told a shiny grip. Every 6 months that nigga Johnny get through buying shit. We better than these niggas and it's obvious. Niggas throwing shots, but I ain't ducking them, cause X don't duck shit. When I see him, I'ma snuff every F in one of them. Effortless flow. Niggas tried to make me kinda shit, but I like violence, I like wildin', nigga. That's my kinda shit. Dollar spin like an economist on Wally Moccasin. Versace, I wear like Big Papa on the yacht inside his bed. Simon said, chuck a shiny dick until your mom repent for thinking that these wild vagina kids could ever rhyme with him. Flow as tight as rusty plier grips. A time bomb ticking about to blow like invaders him. Fuck this whole shit up, fuck this whole system. Use an asshole, a mental midget. I should uppercut your scrawny ass right through the ceiling, nigga. No, I don't feel these niggas. Yup, I'm Achilles, niggas. Undisputed truth, it can never be no split decisions, ho. So when you think about the best, you say me. When the Grammy get a speech with a weight tucked in my cheeks, tucked in my cheeks.
Hold guns and terrorize, cock back and sterilize, flip making cheddar rise, bitch living better lives, snitch then we sever ties. I don't respect that. Queens in my bloodstream, word to my Mets hat. Silk over shoulders, cashmere coats, we fresh black. Been told niggas fall back and move graciously. Fuck being stuck in a box, I think spaciously. Cartier, cocaine, cardiology. I ain't gon' chill if it's beef, you gotta body me.
Hollows will make you sing the gospel. Hostile with any fossil who think they stopping my Roslo. Live live apostle, twisting pasta in Ferragamo. Gamma ray radiated, my rage inflated as possible. The flaming gospel got you, snatch the lame out you. Brain on the A train, my nuts banging the tonsils. And I could give a fuck if she militant, a 9-to-5 bitch, or a hood rat hoe who don't give a shit. Hopped out, R. Kelly goggles on from 96. Real grimy nigga, but he still told a shiny grip. Every 6 months that nigga Johnny get through buying shit. We better than these niggas and it's obvious. Niggas throwing shots, but I ain't ducking them, cause X don't duck shit. When I see him, I'ma snuff every F in one of them. Effortless flow. Niggas tried to make me kinda shit, but I like violence, I like wildin', nigga. That's my kinda shit. Dollar spin like an economist on Wally Moccasin. Versace, I wear like Big Papa on the yacht inside his bed. Simon said, chuck a shiny dick until your mom repent for thinking that these wild vagina kids could ever rhyme with him. Flow as tight as rusty plier grips. A time bomb ticking about to blow like invaders him. Fuck this whole shit up, fuck this whole system. Use an asshole, a mental midget. I should uppercut your scrawny ass right through the ceiling, nigga. No, I don't feel these niggas. Yup, I'm Achilles, niggas. Undisputed truth, it can never be no split decisions, ho. So when you think about the best, you say me. When the Grammy get a speech with a weight tucked in my cheeks, tucked in my cheeks.
Hold guns and terrorize, cock back and sterilize, flip making cheddar rise, bitch living better lives, snitch then we sever ties. I don't respect that. Queens in my bloodstream, word to my Mets hat. Silk over shoulders, cashmere coats, we fresh black. Been told niggas fall back and move graciously. Fuck being stuck in a box, I think spaciously. Cartier, cocaine, cardiology. I ain't gon' chill if it's beef, you gotta body me. Cherry red beamer, fried shrimp from Maltina. Official with a pistol, niggas wish I was their leader. But I could never fuck with an imposter. I'd rather play alone than have bum niggas on my roster. Don't doing donuts in the style player who shot you. My niggas moving crazy flower. Your little chain look like you stole it at a baby shower. And your shorty think I'm super cool. She wasn't shit, I sent that bitch home in an Uber pool. She made 17 and a half stops. She lived 3.6 miles away and it took her 14 hours. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
One of the most common combos that people